more from the hey, I can't do that.
Sometime now, what's not playing no more? Some of us have more. I don't know dear.
But lock it. By the time I'm coming, I let them know that I'm qualified for food. I let them know that I qualify for food because the time I'm going, I'm making way, so I don't have to eat. So near left, right. They have some white wine, red wine. I call like 30 times. I have to call. If the woman is passing on, please, white wine. Please, red wine. Please, white wine. Please, red wine. No, I don't drink. I'm hiding it because this is the first time I'm travel. So I have to let some of my friends know that who are travel.
Okay.
If I give you white wine, you can see this from play.
Right, Yachobia Numre, time up for Royal Sports, first edition for the week. I will Otec FM so 102.9. Numre Chia, baby out here and free. Say what Ghana ha. So what Santimantem wa be brim ha. We are here for baby out here and ka Europe for Asia for America for just ya damunina. Ya kai say some rakopim say 10 p.m. bebo na ya sorry amakwan de o habano. Stories are efa yen sports ho any amanfo aman so de na enwumre ya say hia biem ebedi hu komo ya se wonya afide ni mfiri ha enimze yetena sese ya mugie di se ye be create exclusive content wani be je ho na wa enjoy discussions enti ya shemo boss neso enya de se eneso ubenu hu se enwumre wasani adi ahia odwumadi so ti de be stranzo be ma fide na daha na wa contribute by way of text ewo in official Facebook page and Otec 102.9FM page so your YouTube channel and also Otec Sports also kwa we to me leave comment ho na face so wo adwentre bia so person sound fa WhatsApp so a number ne 0505 225578 honyina the faba en sabeka na ya ready amount ma remfi se labi yes kofi ewa ha and face candy ni di monza nyina omunyina are ready te o se je tidbits no every Eugene Maradona ho Eugene wia na ya makwan amampanimfo yi ede nkomo ewo bia amaye ti join yesisi a wo Facebook na fe yenhwe hawa ni mesi ko me ba ho na omo join ye no me de omo messages ne kakra atum ansana ya hand over Edama Eugene Maradona na ode stories a wo ho nyina de fa Club World Cup ne ho ya da sorry na Messi mo age 4 Paris Saint-Germain for European champions no o ma kire zampa o be so mo je Club World Cup ne pi so o ma se domestic trophies e France nyina age European trophy o be so mo de world de etato na just a world de no e be the icing on the cake enti yɛbɛhwɛ how angenicity a game ɛwɔ hɔ nyame admo ɛkyena na Madrid ne Juve ɛbɔ ɛkyena saa mmerɛ bia de na game ne bɛhyɛ aseɛ Real Madrid ɛne Juventus very interesting fixture anano Juve for no ɛgye 5 so enti ɔmɛpɛ sɛ ɔmɛ improve on that result so obviously ɛkyena the strength Juve for no the Bianconeris edibe urasa game be wasro yes Madrid me personally me Madrid training Madrid me hu omunya ye you see Alonso nye pre-season onye pre-season Alonso e was a Madrid for no mo manage ni appointment ye pa because Alonso nye pre-season onye pre-season no so kire say that bond now obe person ko nyini new squad no benya no omunya nyae will take you over job now straight away to a major competition enti Madrid team no nya hu Alonso niema no so yie ba no kre ne say Alonso be cookie obe boy adwuma no but ebia ni manum ya no enye se ne Madrid for ne peno so what you say ti Madrid echna woman Juventus amane kan edin untimi mfa unsansi me sure say we Madridista kra e be den say stick your neck out to say mubenya a straight away win even though you against a Juventus side a unhomu ye but omo one or two gentlemen bi omo team ni mu wan hwe ye a omo aso an ye pa sa yield this money almost small boys bi ni ade no omo ye heavy pa ntia kina na sa kense ne baso e be hwe na yaka ho nsem e wo dwumadie so nya mamo update bi a wo ho bia na mo ma remfi say Chelsea there omo qualified that so Chelsea there one dey wa qualified that Chelsea no mo de Chelsea kukwa sa mu ze no fe sa no makoje sa no muti o mo de o maji trophy asa no fe hu su ya se nyi bia no de akoje so entisanity all right so my main running through some of the messages among for share type on your Facebook live stream now say if you are now you hand you over my Eugene Maradona for 30 minutes now or the area foreign segment in one of my stories I would trendy across area sibe bia I was a what here I was a wuhu na or the amount and very soon you be hand you over ama Eugene Maradona now the oho bia amai before that my main call Facebook live stream ho afina ya try to mti afina man for air joining kakra all right it was bit me join here search Otec 102.9Fm page no YouTube sorry or Facebook and no join here and Otec Sports or YouTube na hoso what join here edit the oho bia so amae all right Nana Kofi so here live from Amsterdam no say more fire Nana Kofi from Amsterdam yeah Nana me this a Ghana for more Amsterdam nyina no obia husu kakra ana ne wo kunsu kojo krom no say the biggest sports show in town is loud and airborne here the Ghana's transfers updates okay also pay Arsenal for transfer updates enti enche Eugene Baba no amamonsa kana Arsenal for kwade nyamianim nukranie the way amoma si ahye mu team update bembiem mo ma ye mo aye pembo mo so aye tari mbomo kekewu aye tari ehu man force inside Chelsea assign foforo we sign nso ya semo all right David Ochre so up more updates on Nico Williams to Barcelona. Okay, I think there's an update on that story no Nico Barca de nebia na ababa nwene sen and shedan ye papa bia na say agent for so na share kire hujemu a Kwame Adumako so share live over Ashtown. Good evening Kanu. All right, Major so Foster entry was there Mr. Kanu watching you live from my team. More updates on the camp from the camp of Liverpool and Inter Milan. Maybe Liverpool ni anga me update bi anya Liverpool update to the day. Wa hye with team ye wie. A hye bibia ze the Liverpool for train na say almost start pre-season. Na 16th August na aba. Ni abo aben pin so mo ball no asa. We Liverpool ni a wo dada. Munya ma ye mo a eni ma mo den no. Na yenyi update ni hu awa ni Messi ko. What has here? All right. From Nana Abranti Papa 2, also good evening. All right, also Kwabinan Kanza Landguard from Eduabin. Kanu Madrid will win. Okay. Kwadjo Setre Usu. Good evening. Kanu watching you live in Amsterdam. Please, where is Walasti? My enya foreign tidbits when we are about Walasti situation in Mama. How an city. Watching you live from Boku and here Street Boy GH. Nediano no. Okay. Boku, hey, we are saved there. Boku there. Just say, you say, a wire, Munsham Musuye pa. Boku for Munsham Musuye. One more Bokunina. There are a lot of innocent children, mothers and fathers, or very innocent. Omunim dear Kosune dear Bania Yinina. Omudia and some dasran or pa, no more survival. By whichever means, I also more for survival. Nemum, most I day, a tuning and second, I didn't know many swa, yana hardring. So, Boku for Munfam. Said the Drogba in 2005. Drogba e kasama Côte d'Ivoire fo biade ne sekane ni tuo to ho no. Mboko fo musume kasa. Sa moteme nka obi amfa ne sekane ni tuo to ho. Na ya nchichire Ghana ni mo na ze ya so anhye. Musa de sa ne man kan ho abedin. All right, Agwesi Pono say good evening. I'm watching you live from Apromasi, New York City. God bless you. Okay. Kwame Ofuria Manfo or say sports show ni super cool. Isaac Asamoah Boateng. Good evening. I wish my darling club, Chelsea, all the best in the tournament, hoping that we will lift this cup for the first time. Okay. I said Chelsea club World Cup, Chelsea Ajibi Dawo. Chelsea Ajibi. Chelsea, second time no mukwe. First one na mukwe in 2012, no. And a Corinto for no. So Kaisa match no. Corinto for na omufri Brazil. Corinto for muna. Yadom tro Bible no. Corinto for huma. Corinthians. I'm going to share Chelsea J. The following one at Chelsea J Champions League in 2021 or Chelsea J Club World Cup. It was a tournament, you know. FIFA na what BM Kakradi teams ni be account there, but they're the same Club World Cup now. Format now, and FIFA season. And it's all Chelsea for one more trophy cabinet more or more Club World Cup room. Let's put that on record. United Suji in 2008. Mekai against Ecuador from LD Quito. You know the ball final near Chawomu 2 as a NJ. All right. We are Majesty's Luck. Also, please, I need update on Liverpool defender and striker. All right. Benji in Fences area, Langouts of in Fences area. We are always with you. All right. Alex Tavia, please, any TV station showing your show? Please, no. Yeah, live on Facebook, yeah, and on YouTube. Yeah, manager no for now. Mrepawe him. Upon Igwe Gideon, was there Igwe, the silent killer from Kunsu Domiabra. Continue to do the good work for Asante Mine Ghana Mine. Boko Nyadien. I know what I say. Ata Sam was a good afternoon. Good evening, Mr. Kanu. I'm Ata, watching you live from Bibiani. Okay, B-Town for a Chamunina Numere. Now, yes, switch over and I cross over straight away to the foreign tidbits. Now, for stories are Eugene Dema and Numere. With his shout outs to says Candy and near Derek. Nedi or the Abba, and okay, Scandi also around, better than Kanchibia. But not until say Eugene Ebema foreign news presentation, now fear who the echo, any dear Benin. And yes, then if you didn't free her, Boku for no, them, the Mekano, Abia no be a tuning in. Abia no be so ain't he. Me say Boku for no. Send your Drogba Eka in 2005. Say Côte d'Ivoire for Ubia fat ni tuning a second to na asumdue enre ni Côte d'Ivoire obi agitu mu no mu jai mu twa ntokwa no so ma Côte d'Ivoire yi din no Bokufo mu ntie me mu mfa mu atuo ni mo sekan nyina ngu ho na mu twa ntokwa no so asumdue ni ehia oboko empe basabasa biem eni abreti sei so ati ase ti Bokufo no wi anya yi so ati ase oh Benghazi Enua Benghazi ewo Star FM ewo nkran ho de brofo nkwa no muka ha Otec FM ye 100% tree station but no kran say ye de brofo 11 bi wiewia brofo 11 bi fam word bi wo ho no ma ne brofo den bed den pass be sorry ni tree bed den pass be hu ni tree na construction bi on ma person yeah sometimes yeah Benghazi yes Benghazi we heavy pa yancha na enwumre live ewo nkran oya adwuma Star FM chese one na number na moamu na edi agro nkran ho enya asem ketwa. All right, so Yama Eugene Emrem. Eugene, seboko there.
Kanu bibi aboko.
Nice one. Why ready on?
Yes.
Stories no doors wrong.
Stories ne bi won say club world cup no. Koso. Sisi no emu aye den. Ai akesifo no ebi komani me bi so titigu. And sisi Inter Milan any Fluminense or ma start.
Okay.
Update ni be and a transfers no.
Fantastic. And Liverpool for say defender be striker be no more per update.
Okay.
Chelsea for also more per update. Barca for also more per update on Nico Williams.
Yes.
Of which I know is update ba. Na United for also per update on
Brian Mbomo
ne other ones in there. This over United Nyansa in player be apart from Cunha.
Yes, apart from Matthews Cunha.
Obi ama be. Okay. Na ono Amorim no. Wo de on tra ho. Na onye onfanya ne nsawe. Ene anigye. Na ye season na so no san be kotokoto obo ne 30 sa 30 hu bi na ye hu so na. Ono ebe na so ayesi. Yesi ye yada no. Ye be senka oye adwuma ni ye. Na nko fatim ni said Alex Ferguson far for 26 years no. But Amorim I say agro kakra won ani so. So ati agro kakra won ani so.
See transfers ni dey emu ayedin dey amama you.
Emu ayedin pa.
Emu ayedin.
Yempenimfo na omunya correct ana me hu no senior. United yempenimfo omunya correct. Omunya correct. Bonse omu twintwan so yi no enche o metuto players hunu bi.
Bana asako same
old story. So like since Alex Ferguson kwai sana akwa yesi player Shinji Kagawa ni akofa na Alex Ferguson yusu ni kakra obi ba was onyade ni wogya ne kwan ni akofa Fred ni afa we Kitarian ba yene na mwa ye Bobby Mprum ye mebi mo na anaju fi chese
se Kanu doso
but
because in Mbromo no Scar Brentford for ne peno ano den Mumpo Man United no ye nyai what you say o de upper my team no enwe nko 5th year omonko national conference ni mu ni ade kra we still follow the team there yeah team no we get it sure
but always be an was here kasam nampeni for the right thing
okay
also me the right thing my so mo to the right players obi to Florian Wirtz one of the best young players was Asisu currently.
Yes, Liverpool.
Obi awadi league sansan kwa kotona ba be.
Chelsea su guso. Sensan.
Chelsea mo sensan. What you say?
Omu nyina so Chelsea nyina so last season na the performance was so chen Man United.
And it's not as if say you need sika.
Scan you bi ho.
Sika tawo.
I say can we say na clubs no ni agents no almost so pekwan bia so se na be ya Man you betwa more. And only problem no.
Edwa no tiwo. Those days na ye railways koton paboa no. Wutimi duru mpaboa wura no obo obo bi a. No aka se wo betua se. Wutimi ka se bi a mamnyusu modern day figures. Se bi a paboa ba ko fa paboa bo bi a be 300 cedis.
Obusa so say na betua.
O sika ye say. Wo hwe wo sika kuta o na e wo form.
Just as I walk out na so
one way dudu. Wa so mikita 100.
Ezu de bia na nke buo na e ho no ma o.
Wo ka 100 ni wi a no aso nsa, no atwe aba wo say hwe on za container we. Bua ho na ma bi ton fufu ho, fa ko di bi ne ko fie. Ba wo si mu say wo ko na wo say boy bra.
Tabra. So so test who say.
Wo de kakra be kan ho an kam de be ma wo fa kakra kan ho. Wo de 10 series kwa kan ho be.
Obeje. So test who say ade na wo beto no.
Yes.
Unim ne bua na so unim ne bua.
Yeah, te Ghana ha ye wadwena edidi dwa to ade. Unti UK muntimi nto player. Ugi test ka untimi nto player. We mbomo yi
Hey, opa tumirika ko player bia oye nyesha say wo disa player no nkomo. Mbomo na be ma Brentford for pressure.
Am be turn.
Obe boycott training, obe tie tuan omo so, obe turn by force.
This Oman say Man United are desperate. Say boy na kwan bia so mu hia no.
Me dey na me ya osinia.
Eno na ma say boy no.
Ya na me.
Prices now mu quote ne there.
Because Maza, the firm last season no. Last season ya the firm no. Omo the firm this season the Man United boys obi abenya pressure o. Pressure. Ene to say hypertension
because last season dey na nye kra na nye.
Wo she two kra na wo yem
hyehyɛ.
Wo she one a boy, wo she two a boy, it me she three still like that.
Still na honto.
Enti
adwene. Kanu
you can endure sa stressful period ni because 9 months nye izo season here 9 months.
Yes, and then so na teams no call for pre-season.
United say pre-season and na what you prepare.
Tika team last season your man queen at least some way there. Or senka or transfers ne bia be 60-70% there. Unmi say I ready how they go pre-season.
Man United supporters are mo Ghana fo a mo team nka o Manchester krum ho no. Esa china yo ye free a won ko adwuma. Ano do be ko adwuma nwumre no. Me to ne nkrawe. China won ko United fo no office ho no kan chom say ya ye wo Ghana ha say so man nye omunema yie na ye bufu na ye kan hu bom no ma ye visa nipa be 20 bi ma ye visa bom me ba krum ha maza ibisi wonye papa ye kan chom
adwene
e dia no si arrest me case. All right, using my yenko na afi inti.
Yeah, Breno assign aso yeram enkofo enkroso stories no bebena and so they say eba uram America Club World Cup no they say round 16 stage ho any draw petting games no egusu a ekoso enye assembly asasonam transfer stories Europe and other part of the world no they say eno so gusu a ekoso clubs no enso egusu a esensan ebi free o club join other clubs asona clubs no so ebi mo so emu ayedene enso ede amani nyina no latest ni nyina yede ba na bibia enso etimi akoso sha no so se show no live no ram Otec 102.9 Facebook page onso ubenya live video no na wa share no wa comment ama afofrom enso etimi enya bi ahwe ram YouTube honso Otec Sports enso follow page no na like na comment na bibia enso enkoso sha no so se Polovia Ventures omo aso yasene ene yede ensem ni nyina enso ebrem Polovia Ventures se men canchels sportswear sa uhia ni nyina no bra omo so aso ya na omo na bibia enso entimi enkoso customer jerseys ni nyina uram Polovia Ventures na quality no onsa enso etimi akanti some institutions companies churches and individuals more per customer jerseys no uram Polovia Ventures onsa enso ebetimi akama bibia enso etimi akoso kama saso na club jerseys no quality no for 2025-2026 Polovia Ventures enso at the quality no enso aboma so enti club bia onso o support no uram Polovia Ventures onsa enso ebetimi akabe Madrid, Barca, Atletico Madrid, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal and Tottenham favorite jerseys ni nyina uram Polovia Ventures na onsa etimi akandi ama bibia enso etimi akwesa competition bi and I say events bi ɛna moyɛ na mo pɛ medals a wowuram Polovia Ventures a wobɛnya quality ni nyinaa ɛnso wɔ hɔ trophies, captain armband, whistles, red and yellow cars, football boot quality ni nyinaa sɛ ɛyɛ Adidas, Nike, Puma quality ni nyinaa no wowuram Polovia Ventures a ɔmo nso ɛde bia bɛgu hɔ nom a wokɔ akɔgye bi ama ɔnso ɔnsa atumi aka quality na wopɛ Polovia Ventures a wuram ɛde sɛ KO ɔmo ne Foco bookshop no ɛnso ɛyɛ opposite a wokɔ a Polovia Ventures ɔmo nso quality jerseys ɛne medals, trophies, captain armbands ɛne sportswear ni nyinaa no ɔnsa ɛnso ɛtumi aka wo deɛ ama ɔnso wanya quality anwummerɛ frɛ Polovia Ventures ɛwɔ 0548 508186 0548 508186 anaasɛ 050 130 4872 Polovia Ventures o quality jersey ni nyinaa no uram ma so ya onsa enso ebetimi aka na yensa aseɛ FMF Club World Cup and also guso a ɛkɔ so United States of America enra round of 16 games no and also etimi ɛto aso na enye asamde to Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Miami game no and so etimi basoma game no at the end of 90 minutes PSG ɛhyɛ 4 ɛma Inter Miami also etimi anti ɛka bi Joao Neves enra onya brace ɛma Paris Saint-Germain Thomas Aveles ɛhyɛ ho on goal ɛma PSG ɛna Ashraf Hakimi ɛde 4th goal no so a PSG ɛnso ɛhyɛ 4 ɛma Inter Miami ɔmo ɛntimi anti ɛka bi na ɛnra nwummerɛ Flamingo ɛne Bayern Munich game no ɛno nso ɛtimi ɛba so ɛma Bayern Munich ɛhyɛ 4 ɛma Flamingo ɛnso ɛte ka no mu mmienu Eric Poga ɛno ɔno nso ɛhyɛ no ho ma Bayern Munich ɛnso ɛlidi game no Hurricane every back ebe ball 2 goals and so Adama Bayern Munich and Leon Goretzka and 4 Bayern Munich share 4 Gerson and so enya goals in the back and a Jorginho and also a converted penalty Adama Flamingo bani nyinamu Bayern Munich and so etimi a qualify come anima bibia and so etimi a course come into way enra Club World Cup games and also etimi ebas nene adese games no back on so ye de ahyehyɛ so a enye asanketo uram North Carolina, Inter Milan, and a Fluminense game no, and also Gusu air cost 17 minutes, and yabo Inter Milan, obo Enshebi, I'm a Fluminense, and so Abokaba Kwa, Inter game no, and also etimi, I dinner at the Amamo Boya, your friend German Kanu, and then your first goal, and so Adiama Fluminense, and also game no, Egusu air cost 9 minutes, Manche Dubakwa, almost game na say. Edema both clubs no say and also a city uram Inter Milan goalkeeper no Jan Soma omo echi no Matteo Damien and so ejina game no Stefan Divra and so Sakani bi edema Inter Milan omo Boboko and Alejandro Bastoni and so start game no Denzel Dumfries and so ejinam Sasuna Federico Di Marco Wemono defenders omo start game no edema Inter Milan omo Boboko no uram midfielder say and also esi Etienne Nicolo Barella enso ejina game no ma Osei Akoto edema Inter Milan omo Bobokan Henrik Mkhitaryan enso ejina game no ma ono nso Bogen Marcus Thuram and Lautaro Martinez 2 players omo nso lead attack no edema Inter Milan omo Bobokan ram adesa Fluminense say and omo first 11 no and also a goalkeeper no Fabio ono and then you may other posting him at my Fluminense Boboko ram or defenders na Thiago Silva yes also and also actually captain ambad na Ojina Chiro na de ma Fluminense Boboko one fight and so ejina game ni Ignacio and also starting game no at ma Fluminense Samuel Xavier and so elbow game ni bi Martinelli Facundo Banel Reni no Mato Saso na German Kanu ono enya goal no at ma Fluminense and a John Arias and so starting game na Inter Milan omo Enshebi Fluminense abomo ekaba akwa omo so entimi enti kanishane so say ahomachi 1:00 AM game back and so baso Manchester City Al Hilal and so at a burning uram Orlando Florida and a Man City and Al Hilal game no and also baso 1:00 AM and a game no and also yet Jesus Valenzuela Said from Venezuela on refia Okoshe ama Manchester City and Al Hilal game no and also Timi Abaso Nyame Admo Tuesday and you 7:00 PM Madrid and Juve game no and also nso ebetimi aba so uram Miami Hard Rock Stadium ɛhɔ ana game no ɛno nso ɛba so Simon Maziniak ɔno and a FIFA and so you know so Ochina Real Madrid and Juventus game no or also share na bibia and so intimi and Koskaman last game Nyame Adoma Wednesday ahomache 1 a.m. Borussia Dortmund on Montreal game no and also ebetimi abaso Atalanta Mercedes-Benz Stadium and Dortmund and Montreal game no and also ebetimi abaso into way a round of 16 games uram or Club World Cup and also gusua ekoso and the other stories in and so Edamonti Sam and also a city from near room or transfers and also gusua ekoso enya senketwa adesa clubs no omonso ay busier ebenso egusua ehwese players bebrena no omonsa so ebetimi akabi any players omonso joining other clubs in yejibre ni achechem the stories no ni nyina so etimi eguho so edama ba channel so say Ujimat travel and course omonso so yasene de edema too far akopiem amanade Ujimat say men country say wa to no emu nsem ni nyina broma so ye na omonso entimi entotoma se na be ya onso obetimi etu kwan apiem abrochire ba bia onso obeso obekopiem na niema enso etimi ekoso kama Ujimat men country say omo de wo US na H1B visa no omonso etimi age edama no akopiem America wakobo adwuma ama bibia enso etimi akoso kama saa so na work permit Amoje edi amount no room Poland, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria and Croatia amaniema and also etimi akoso a visit visa and a ope edi ako UK, US, Canada and also Australia channel so say a Ujimat travel and consult omo and ebetimi aboa ama odai so no bibia and so etimi akoso kama afenso ukra and San Juma German and also aben 1 year visa Ujimat ebeje edi amount now so akoram German and also wako braduma ama bibia enso etimi akoso Schengen visa no na ope ede akọ Germany, Netherlands, France na na Spain ni nyina ne Ujimat travel and course rombo boaw ama ni nyina mu no nsa enso etimi aka visits ni nyina ama niema enso etimi akoye uye student and ase opese okọ abrichire na okoye adwuma ni nyina mu no uram Ujimata say Europe and a student opese okọ say ya Canada, US, Australia and ase Asia ni nyina ne Ujimat omobebo ama ni nyina no emu nso etimi akoso kam channel so say general visa consultations ahodo ni nyina no uram Ujimat na omonso etimi abasa o visa application no Ujimat omonso lidu no ma ni nyina enso ede ama visa supporting document ni nyina no Ujimat about flight reservation, travel itinerary, hotel reservation, passport, and answer birth set, and a opa realm Ujimat, also answer and omonia birth set, no, and so informal, send about Omobejina so at the passport, also obetimi at the Etukante, Ujimat, travel and consult, omo and you may make count and so at the Amasa Opeso Tukwaya, or Master, and also Oko, Nabibia, and so 80 Equayan FM free transfer in channel so set Tammy Abraham. A player Osei Akoto edema AS Roma omo Boboko na nwumre ya here we go Tammy Abraham enso free Roma Boboko num edenani echirem Otec Besiktas boy no enso ekọ akotoa so Osei Akoto edema Besiktas omo Boboko no 20 million euros and a Besiktas enso etwia edema Roma nyame adoma ochina Tammy Abraham etu akopiem Istanbul na the medicals no and also etimi akoso kama say na 100% Tammy Abraham china also etimi pass medicals obey new player e ama Besiktas omo Boboko na 4 years contract and Tammy Abraham so ekwasan no atoa so Osei Akoto Edama Besiktas na bibia enso etimi akoso comment we news free Tammy Abraham boy no enso asoye enso eba na ram Aston Villa channel so say Marcus Rashford last season boy no ekopiem ekobo loan edama Aston Villa omo Boboko na Aston Villa na omo hwesen ka Marcus Rashford anka komodie no enso ebetimi akoso na ka boy no ida senka omo besan enya no on loan and asenka omo so ebetimi asan na boy no ni sikasem no no enso a problem yes £40 million and I person auto Marcus Rashford and no and then a buy option clause no and no and you may news a free Aston Villa enso eba and it's a amount twaso for the purchase of Marcus Rashford BM into Marcus Rashford boy no next week Man United APM prisoner boy no enso eba returning no atrasa on also eba betwaso abajuma Edama Manchester United omu bobo kono no say if possibly if say another club so and so interested na Marcus Rashford and so etimi adjoin into any news a free Rashford and also aso ye eba and edi emunchiremu no and so edama near from near PM Thomas Tay Partey and 13 June 2025 and by the close of the day Thomas Tay Partey the contractor on Arsenal winning nyina and also etimi eba wi 12 o'clock a.m. Thomas Partey and so be a free agent abano and so ebetimi adjoin the club bia and also episode continue a news a free Thomas Tay Partey and so asoye and so ebana channel so urem el Saudi clubs no bebre na so eguso din komo se na be ya omne boy no management and so enkomodie and so ebetimi akoso na Partey and so etimi akopiem el Saudi na professional league no ono so etimi atoa so akosi akan and so urem Italy Anna, yes, Juventus almost interested. So, Thomas Tay Partey almost the Brno, Italy, Nasiri Ano Brno, and so Abisia Kai, and so Edamont Winano, Thomas Partey, and then the contract time. On the Arsenal, Winano, and so eba away update, and also on Hono, and Eddie Emunchimuno, and so at Emana Emiliano Martinez, a goalkeeper, at Emma Aston Villa, Bobocon, and you may news, eba and it's Emiliano Martinez, and so ebe free Aston Villa next season on Twaso, and not posting him, and from Aston Villa, Bobocon, yes, goalkeeper, no, see any interest, and it do open, you understand, Manchester United, and on call, also, eba call, I could boy Juma. And so Eddie Mama, yes, a boy no, proposal, and so Edema Chelsea, Nancy, yes, on idiom, the first priority, as Uncle Belco, Akosia Kine, Emma Manchester United, Bobo Kunitui, Emiliano Martinez, next season, on also Antoaso, and Siakai, and from Aston Villa, Bobo Kunim, and so Ebionopium. Liverpool, Shannon, so almost any abrasive title last season, almost 80 Egiano. This time, almost share next season, Niema, and so ebetimi akwe transfers no Liverpool, almost Egusua, almost essence and you may Uram Liverpool, almost Academia Boya, your friend Trey Nyoni or your Cameroonian, Uram Liverpool, almost Academy now, Osiakai, and so and you may Liverpool, and so etimi ama boy no professional contractor, and also assign next season, Trenyoni. And so, Siakai at my Liverpool, Bobo, and as a boy no, or a prospector Liverpool, almost in the near future, and a boy no, near my and so, ebetimi akoso, no a room, Liverpool team, I'm a BBR, and so etimi akoso come and Trenyoni, boy no, and so etimi assign a professional contract at my Liverpool, Bobo Konum, now Victor Gyökeres, Uram or Sporting CPR, last season, boy no, the performance no, not our 3 year pa, and you may news her, and also Abba. And it's a Victor Gyökeres and so at the Sporting CP. I'm a president, the friend Federico Varandes and him say on your ready. Said next season, or person or twaso, Esiakan, and my Sporting CP, Bobo Conintono, dear, make sure, so also ebetimi atono, and then APM, Premier League, no room, Premier League, no Arsenal, and then Manchester United, and I interested, says Victor Gyökeres, also ebetimi assign boy, no, about twaso, Esiakan, and so Edamonti, Victor Gyökeres, dear, yes, or the ato Sporting CP, my club name, say, on yeah, ready, said next season, or person or twaso, Esiakai and so at my Sporting CP club name na Arsenal almost Egusua din komo se na be ya transfers no almost ebenya players ni bi almost aba join and you say Arsenal about room Crystal Palace a better check Eze or one player Arsenal so and so a Roma almost just a boy no almost and so ebetimi akana channel so said last week and about 2 minutes Tottenham Hotspur and so ready say a better check Eze Niama and so etimi ekoya on the official bid about room Crystal Palace now much say almost so and so ebetimi aka a better check Eze na next season on also abisia kan and so edamanyume ya Arsenal ɔmo nso ɛso interest sɛ boy no ɔmo nso nya no na next season ɛwɔ league nim ɔbɛtoa so si akan mu a ɔmo nso ɛbɛyɛ happy nti wei ɛyɛ news a ɛfiri ɛbɛrɛkyɛ ɛzɛ ɛnso aso ɛyɛ ba ɛna ɛde emu nkyɛmu no nyinaa ɛnso ɛdema na Bayern Munich hyɛno nso sɛ Leroy Sané Club World Cup no ɛno nso ɛbɛ wie a owuram a Turkey akɔsi akan ɛnso ɛde ama Galatasaray ɔmo boboko no na Bayern Munich yɛsɛ ɔmo ayɛ ready sɛ Liverpool ɔmo winger yɛfrɛ no Luis Diaz ɔmo nso ɛhwɛ sɛ nka ɔmo bɛ sign boy no ɛde ɛfiri Liverpool na next season ɔbɛ replace Leroy Sané a ɔno nso ɛkɔpiem ɛwɔ Galatasaray nti wei ɛyɛ news a ɛfiri Bayern Munich ɔmo nso aso ɛyɛ ɛba and also yɛde emu nkyɛmu no ɛnso ɛba na last week Friday ɛna mede bɛto w'anim sɛ Club World Cup and also ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ America former Liverpool ɔmo head coach a yɛfrɛ no Jurgen Klopp ɛba abɔnten ɛbɛka n'adwene ɛde kyerɛ FIFA ɛne ɛkwan a ɔmo fa so ama Club World Cup no ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ America negatives a ɛwɔ ho no ɛyɛ bebree ɛdeɛ sɛ wowuram ɛwɔ games a ɛno nso ɛkɔ so delays ahodoɔ a ɛba game nim no ɛno ɛna last year Klopp ɛnso ɛde bɛto dwa sɛ nneɛma ɛnso ɛnhyɛda ɛnkɔ yie na ɔno onim ɛkwan a FIFA ɛnso ɛfa so a ɔmo ama Club World Cup wei ɛnso ɛkɔ so wei na nka period a players no ɛwɔ sɛ nka ɔmo nso ɛde kɔ holidays ɛkɔgye ɔmo ahome nanso ɛsiane sikasɛm ti ɛyɛ ade sɛ FIFA ɛnso ama Club World Cup no ɛno nso ɛkɔ so ɔno deɛ obelevi sɛ ɛbɛha clubs no 2025 2026 na club last week ɔno nso ɛde sansɛm no ɛba abɔnten no ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɛnɛ wowuram a coaches no bebree na ɛnso ɛde ɔma no atom a ɔmo nso ɛka bi na Pep Guardiola ɛyɛ head coach ɛde ma Manchester City ɔmo club no wowuram ɛwɔ Club World Cup na Man City ɛnso egu so a ɔmo si akan ɛwɔ tournament nim ɛno ɛna Guardiola ɔsɛ ɔne club ɛnso ɛyɛ ade 100% ɔsɛ competition a ɛno nso egu so a ɛyɛkɔ so no next season ɛyɛ ade sɛ clubs no ɛbɛ affect ɔmo players no ɛde injuries bebree na ɛnso ɛbɛtumi abrɛ players no ɔsɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɛbɛ destroy teams no bebree na nti nsɛm a Klopp ɛnso ɛka ɛde fa Club World Cup no ɔne Guardiola ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɔne panyin no ɛnso ɛyɛ adwene yie paa nti FIFA next time no ɔmo nso ɛmɛki sure sɛ ɔmo mu ɛbɛtumi ameki the right decision a ɛbɛboa ama clubs no any players no ɔmo nso nneɛma ɛbɛtumi akɔe na wuram ɛwɔ Chelsea a ɔmo coach a yɛfrɛ no Enzo Maresca ɔno nso ɛde n'ano atom ɔsɛ mpanyinfoɔ nsɛm a coaches yi ɛkɛ ɔmo ɛntie no wɔ asopam ɛsiane sɛ aha adwene yie paa ɔsɛ Club World Cup no ɔno deɛ first place baabi kura a yɛbɔ Club World Cup no ɛha adwene ɛsiane sɛ wuram ɛwɔ America heat a ɛwɔ hɔnom no ano ɛdene ɛma game no ɛyɛ very very difficult sɛ ɛno nso ɛbɛtumi afuro yɛ players no ɔmo gyina pitch no so a wohu sɛ ɔmo ɛɛsɔfa nti ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɛha adwene yie paa na ɔno nso ɛgyi di sɛ ɛbɛha players no going into next season a ɛno nso ɛnkyɛ na ɛɛba so nti wɔyi ɛyɛ coaches a ɔmo nso egu so a ɛde ɔmo clubs ɛwɔ Club World Cup nim ɛna ɔmo nso ɛba abɔnten ɛkeka bi kyerɛ FIFA competition a ɛno nso gu so a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ United States of America Olu's Kitchen ɛna nnwuma mekanfo ɛnso ɛde ama wo sɛ ɔpɛ aduane papa ɛnso ɛtumi ɛdi a ɛyɛ Olu's Kitchen ɔmo aso ɛyɛ ɛna ɔso ɔkɔ piem na bibia ɛnso ɛtumi ɛkɔ so kama sɛ ɔda bi ɛna ɔpɛ ɛde ama wɔ hɔhoɔ sɛ ɛyɛ party ɛna ɔyɛ engagement ɛna sɛ naming ceremony ɛyie ɛna ɔyɛ na ɔpɛ bi ama ɔno nso ayɛ ɔdane ɛde ama wɔ a ɛyɛ Olu's Kitchen ɔmo aso ɛyɛ ɛna ɔsɛ ɔde w'ani kyɛ na ɔdane nyinaa no ɔmo nso ɛyɛ ɛde ma na ɔhwehwɛ Olu's Kitchen a owuram ɛwɔ Asoase Sea Lion ɔmo ne Jehovah Witness ɛne SDA asɔre dan no mfimfini ɛna bɛhu Olu's Kitchen nti sɛ ɛyɛ plain rice jollof rice banku and tilapia catfish noodles ne nyinaa ɛna ɔpa Olu's Kitchen ɔmo aso ɛna ɔsɔ ɔkɔ na ɔnsa kasa nnuane nyinaa ɛma bibia ɛnso etimi ɛkɔ so kama anaasɛ moyɛ company anaasɛ institution bi na apɛ sɛ ɔyɛ order na ɔmo de brɛwa ɔmo wɔ delivery service a 24/7 ofrɛ ɔmo a ɔmo de nnuane deɛ ohia bia no ɔmo de bɛbrɛw ama bibia ɛnso etimi akoso kama enti frɛ Olu's Kitchen ɛwɔ 0244 701675 0244 701675 and I say 0595 999227 na Olu's Kitchen ɛnso ɛmboa na nnuane pa no ɔmoma obindi na bibia ɛnso ntimi ɛnkɔ so kama information nso sɛ uram Olympic Lyon Boboko na yade say last week de be to anim say ya relegate you ma nso ekopiem League 2 akosi akan enso ho ene na Olympic Lyon nso statement ababonten say story nso ababonten no yade say nso accepting the say no uram UEFA next season Europa League no yes UEFA nso eguso dwene ho say be ma kwan ama Olympic Lyon UEFA Europa League no nso atimi asiakan enso ewoma esanse niema koso Olympic Lyon sikasem ene nioma bebre na eno nso enshara entutoye enti yesu UEFA guso monitor Lyon situation say Europa League 2025-2026 mama kwan ama Olympic Lyon enso atimi asiakan eno news efri UEFA nso asoye eba saso na uram Crystal Palace nso yesi ownership issues there say loss bi no eniema mu enshara enda ho nso UEFA eguso investigation say Crystal Palace channel so say Europa League next season nso atimi qualifier osenka nso atimi ebobi eno na UEFA nso in the course no almost at the decision about at the Crystal Palace so amobema kwan almost Europa League no almost asiakan enso ewomno news free Crystal Palace almost asoye eba and the emunchemu no enso edemanienram Chelsea Football Club almost aso na Chelsea almost any abra enye asankreta channel so say boy I friend João Pedro a player and my Brighton and Hove Albion Chelsea almost I ready say boy no omo fan no e free Brighton amana beto aso esiakan enso edamom na deal no enche bibia enso ebetimi I confirm 50 million pounds and a Chelsea enso etia edama Brighton na João Pedro enso ahweche abesi akan de ama Chelsea boboko na ama bibia enso atimi akoso kama yes 7 years contract and a Chelsea enso edama João Pedro na boy no enso atimi assign until 2032 João Pedro sign no be a new player Edema Chelsea poboko no ama bibia enso etimi akoso kama last week and a Jimmy Gittins enso a player edema Dortmund Chelsea sa boy no omonso ene na wie sa so na João Pedro ononso ebe next player Chelsea enso ebetimi asano na bibia enso akoso kama na uram como last season Italian Serie A na performance no na so yepa na ene uram Jesus Rodriguez a player edema clubber from Real Betis and you may yade se Como and Betis and so etimi a strike dealer 22.5 million euros and a Como Ekia ama Real Betis afa Jesus Rodriguez ama Bueno enso ebetimi abesi akan ama Como boboko ne se ne medicals no ade se empanifo enso etimi abukia by the close of this week Jesus Rodriguez ebe pm Como asoye na wakoye ne medicals ama bibia enso etimi akoso kama ne fronom ne nwuram Athletic Bilbao wenga ye friend Nico Williams channel so sa Barcelona ani abrese Nico Williams boy no almost ebetimi assign no na next season obesi akan enso edama Barcelona boboko ne se Nico Williams and ni agent no say no there's a transfer and also egusu ekoso between Athletic Bilbao Nico Williams and a Barcelona yes agent no there say ordeniama enso ato on hold say yes all assurances at the free Barcelona club no say sign Nico Williams there na chese boy no so ebetimi register no na next season La Liga no Nico Williams enso esiakan at the ama Barca boboko ni say no news no say Barcelona enso ebama Nico Williams and any agents and agent management no assurance boy no sign am betimi register no na boy no enso esiakan e ama Barca boboko no enti Nico Williams to Barcelona deal no say aha and no so ejina bibia enso enshara enko nanim to Barcelona enso ehwe kwan a sign boy na betimi register no ama na siakan enso e ama na ram Brentford almost a bobo kunma Shannon so boy your friend Brian in Burmo Urem Manchester United or the almost list and so Man United just a boy no almost and so ebetimi akano Man United at the first bid ekoi Emma Brentford bobo kuno almost a bogui second bid last week Friday almost sign edekoi Emma Brentford almost at the take kraten yes Man United almost abamumbi na Urem Brentford yes almost in excess of 65 million pounds plus add-ons and son also at Yase a GM ama Brian Mbomo and so every Brentford abesi akan and so ama Manchester United bobo kuniti and there say Man United close by the close of the week almost has a third bid also ebe sign at the room or Brentford no match say Brentford this time almost ebetimi asum na Brian Mbomo and so abetwa so esi akan at ama Manchester United bobo kono ama bibia and so etimi akoso kama Donek Herbal mixture, Diamond Scientific Herbal and Research Clinic. And I did donate mixture no, and so about gammas a mixture and also a bois mema and more performance. On permanent BPR and so etimi akoso kama what immune system no nyama and shara enko no donate herbal mixture no and be and also pet now ball and BPR and so akoso kama wa also premature ejaculation or the buen and CCA na on so etimi asano no unya donate herbal mixture na and also betimi abo afenso esan boost o sperm count no ama niema enso etimi sisi wa onso sisiare ha no doneka ba mecha no enso betimi aboa ama bibia enso etimi akoso kama to doneka no mecha mema nyina enso enom nti onum bia make sure sa also obepe Donek no ebi enso etimi ato abobo ama bibia enso etimi akoso kama samre ya meka say oba Otec FM Donek no bebe na ha oba onsa enso ebetimi account de na wakobobo ama nyoma nyina enso etimi akoye upebi ne dodom enso etimi ato a uram okumase a ukokolina heba Misty heba Osons Kamenik Apidank Dani heba Samen Ko heba Habme Smart heba omo oboase ho nyina okwa Donek no onsa enso ebetimi akabi ama bibia enso etimi akoso techimafo ni nyina no mofumani enchirem abibidro center Donek no ono so agibia oton ho Albert Sam ono so agi Donek ni bi enso eton wineba uram bisa nyame heba Donek no bebrena enso Cape Coast mo uram Boache ansa pharmacy moko amonso monsa ebetimi akabi mensa takrade honso onsa ebeka Donek ni bi saso na tamalefo no monso muram doku loku pharmacy na Donek no monso makwaje mo de wa ko Charles Heba omane Jam Bang no enso opposite saso na kede kwaku amwa drugstore honso okwa Donek no bebre na ho a onsa enso ebetimi akabi Accra uram kanshi draglena Donek no bebre na enso repass heba almost Accra almost Donek ni bi tenated heba capital O2 heba and a King's Walk nyina no enkan okwo hono man Donek no onsa ebetimi akabi sunyan so uram Mose Pharmacy and a Green Light Pharmacy ho nyina no Donek no Omoso ajibia omoton ama bibia enso etimi akoso kamanti we Donek heba mecha ena nwume menkafo enso ediama na bibia enso etimi akoso ama bema onso wetimi aboadwuma ama ojire anasa odofo enso eni etimi ajon channel so se Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies enso in Central School opese odai so se obese oye journalist no etimi ebema room Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies better form send a school no and resume in Augusta also obeba no abeje entity ama bibia and so etimi akoso say sports presentation DJing accounts news presentation marketing public relations and there say courses are affiliated to journalism in uram Otec School almost ebeboa ama bibia and also etimi akoso kama the only say there say resource no over 3 passes call now sign our 3 passes elective or qualify say school no also obeba bi ama bibia enso etimi akoso kama school no affiliated to NAPTESA Ghana Education Service enso etimi eshas to ram mentia udru mentia ran about busi obia say Otec FM ono so ebecho uram nam obia obemu ni bia no busa no na onche administration Now also top forms no na bibia enso entimi enko so kama enso environmental Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies and American for enso edamatie wiensem no yenwuram Bayern Munich almost striker your friend Hurricane Shannon so say enra gamer almost ejinam Bayern Hurricane enso ebo 2 goals edama Bayern Munich omo boko no eno na say uram quarter finals na Bayern Munich omo Paris Saint-Germain enso edebani eno na Hurricane o say gamer omo PG ebaba a big game pa na PG yenyina yehu this season niema omo so etimi aye omo G League no UEFA Champions League no omo SI etimi eje enti Bayern Munich Club World Cup and also egusua ekoso America na ompese omo ko ereko manima o say omo ye more ansa na Paris Saint-Germain omo so etimi defeat omo say game no be very very difficult but Bayern Munich omo Bayern Munich omo so ebetimi work hard say na be omo Paris Saint-Germain no so ebetimi enya good results and so at the every game the way striker and my Bayern Munich Hurricane and sama also aka at the afa gamer omni PG and so ababo club World Cup in munsam and e dini nyina and so at the amount anumre emra no ekoye pa stories no edoso Bayern fans e ade so room efisem na stories no and so e be nti e be si na Royal Sports and ne Monday and also atwaso.
It's 10 more minutes to 8. Otec 102.9. Yetwa yenduma dienu so just gone by Eugene Maradona or Diamond on Insama or Hunina Amaye. All right. Gobi.
Obani.
Ziana bibia boko die.
O Eradia Dumni afi.
Ade ho na babe ni sei.
Eradia Dumni.
This is usini trasimo because others no say ahoma no hyase.
Okay.
Na minim de wa be 10 ni sei hin ade. Am for hard you. Aduma yem vanya wo monko a.
Enti say
na. What them mo
like this.
Mo.
AKA people like this.
All right. See, I said, "Biabo Kodia."
Oh, radio Dumnia, no money be.
Damn, yes, sir.
Kanu,
Na Biabo Ko.
Yamiadum. Pa.
Damn, yes, pa. Yeah. Now the monza was every morning. For salad, the chat to. Oh, the 3 minutes. Yeah, sorry, auntie.
Devoted Muslim, very devoted.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I in Cremoni, Papa Funibino, or Kanu. What I say on funny Islam principles in Niagara. Is there?
Kanu,
So we are by foreign kakra.
Obviously.
Take you off while sir.
Sure.
Yes, set up Kofi Mike ne camera near the end. We are no Bambi.
Sure, Medase. Obviously, transfer issues have been dominating the foreign stories, and I feel the Club World Cup, Costa America, and once and seminal, and the score lines are free AP. You know, sure, you are a very big European date because PSG and Bayern Munich a square off, and that is a very big game by any standard, whether in the UEFA Champions League, whether the Club World Cup, and baby on it is a big date.
A repeat fixture of the 2020 COVID Champions League final. No?
Sure.
Yeah, don't go on Portugal. No?
At that time, Nana PSG has a combined Champions League for the first time, but yet Bayern they prove superior over them.
Yeah,
and we need the 6th Champions League, our more history. So PSG had to chase again, and chase and I'm current champions of Europe. But you see, for the two teams, Bayern somehow under transition. Before the season started, no more Hessen compete Miklani or Thomas Muller. But Muller stayed on for the season. Leon Goretzka, one player, and a Serge bringing ahead of 2024-25 season. There were rumors say players on the market and play one person Tom be able to perform. Leroy Sané, and so one player, Sané started season. There were transfer speculations about him, but Jamal Musiala, the revelation the Bayern setup in the last 1.5 seasons and 2 seasons by extension. HSA, he is that player that you can trust. Say flash out some of the big boys or best step up. Anytime be here and say or be shown head in a big game. Osambo as a national team player or the Diamond team, they are experienced at that level. No, when you be goalkeeper, undoubtedly, if he is fit, it's difficult for any goalkeeper to be compared. Say it will be better than him, but in the last 1.5 years, aside the injury or Kobai, he has never been the Manonoya in ne exploits are who Bayern and Germany dominate the world football simply because no more a goalkeeper. And I think say even in modern day dimensions ne parameters are managers the 2 goalkeepers on a form. Of course there are videos actually say way back in the late 90s and in the early 2000s goalkeepers like Oliver Kahn, Obiti Bates, Obiti Van der Sar where goalkeepers are not the by statistics, but very obvious. I say the standard say Okoto goalkeeper I saw Pedro was Bobo ni bika simply because of the goalkeeper friend Manonoya say no ultimate bokra as a libero say defenders ni move or move the HRB the ball ne take care more no I fast no be sweep ball no pass it and the passing the confidence and in the BBR can't be na Bayern do the heights now in the last 5-6 years consecutively Europa almost to the Champions League and but after the injury or may the Manono Yabium. So if Bayern ever more transit and him say young managers like Vincent Kompany more type say almost teams are a lot of them and big boys around, especially big boys are almost ages no kwano esa ben ebimo the playing this or some butia omo Omoni tipens no SI ebens ano. Yana difficult and a lot of them at times on be flash your out. And we are sure say all the transfer speculations free by an eba. We need him say Leroy Sani, Leon Goreska mon, and it's our players even Thomas Muller Munano may not, and I say will not be part of the Bayern setup in the coming season. So if you are going into a game against a well-balanced Bayern Munich team, the coach at the helms of affairs or Bayern should have something to think about. The entire want to say now sweeping away all the clubs the Bundesliga will not be the measure. Bayern hierarchy be measure because we've seen managers dominated the Bundesliga yet at the end of the day because of Champions League football near Champions League Bayern were one of the teams near a relish so me do the final because a goal machine in Hurricane in a game consistently in the Champions League no average by 1.5 goals until he was banging in the goals until exited the Champions League and after that and running up the Bundesliga now boy in the Club World Cup. So the measure will not be the league now where we need. The measure will not be the pokano when ya ebe say yeah the standards never to the Champions League and when it mattered and free mono. So what we do the Club World Cup another date with the current European champions more a balanced team and Makasi PSG team the man ya konokura say anytime more substitution you can be sure say drop team the tempo no because you free chain banokura no as we a more reliable player obet me start game they said the whole free na in attack in midfield and even at the back no sa no team net a more balanced than most of the teams say huna or more dominate football our fee domestic any on the foreign front and at the end you see more yan there be sure say Vincent company sa match no obi wo interest ewom epeso ohwe no de hwe ade obet maya abs o you any because one PSG squad no bronze 2 manager na ote bench no so for PSG in Louis Enrique no ono so sa bro Vincent company so bebere by far so if players na kwagina park no so no ekote na some managers no and they use more acumen no use more experience in the winning game now I'm sure say PSG will get the nod over club friend Bayern you who the Inter Milan side now so resolute against some of the top boys our Champions League in the final they reduce them to a club it looks like no one a final and an bono everything about team no no more dominated clubs to say Barcelona you didn't say this season Barcelona able fluid football dominated teams Bayern Inter Milan share you say it's difficult for them to survive but PSG it was just a no match for PSG so for the Club World Cup whether no any no hunde man in adan me who say Bayern for no if you're serious about whatever they want to do they may rethink after that game because me who say a game but a game that will be no match Hurricane will anymore the best NC be who say PSG Bayern so she goes in be but I will see I think that PSG ever dominate the game and then probably win it now on the call again Kanu transfers say Europe there the moment you hear a name from a big or a top club or a potential top club now a circulatory around player bidding circulatory around there will be at least what you call triangular transfer because our player need move akope team no kwa na okum no most times you pave way omusuja player kwan and as our player na be show the moment obakwa akosho player team no turn our player no so no look elsewhere to bring in someone to replace the gap na omusuja ato no and that is the triangular transfer yeta hu Europe say at least say one top player move a move by 3 players at the fra to move koya there is a replacement and then from club na kofa replacement and so be replace na to aso kosa and the year titano any what Brentford meaning whether omo person play the tricks on Manchester United because you United are for Anthony United beko almost the 70 80 and then you are not just baby United and now the 100 Quran and then it is so serious that most clubs over the years are exploited the top clubs because omo player omo bent on getting it. Sometimes the man yes and say it is not a gamble if a top team a confer player because a lot of scouting goes into it. Though players ni be move na kwa fiasco, but it is not a gamble. Say or to one what is a player be wodin and as a player be bobo no okofa no. They really go into a lot of scouting. A transfer analyze the player no potential areas and what he brings on board. So that is the reason why say player be dimba now say top club wako home baako wako home yenu no wako home yensa. Even Vits ya kan aworo Liverpool Georgian club totomane say or did say a waste of money and I say insane say Liverpool sorry my music say word now insane say Liverpool adding 160 million pounds five cross and so e kokofa boy and say omo de na ba for Liverpool a player last season oma only 10 goals in the league in 31 games or boy and omo de say sika no kwakofa so anytime you are transfers na ekoso bia no there's a potential replacement around. A lot of scouting. And no, I
know Jurgen Klopp or that's what this uncle money be.
Says uncle by extension of Virgil van Dijk 2018 season at 75 million pounds. Then Alisson Becker was around 65 million pounds. And today, the moral right or don't they
or criticize United
at all Pogba
purchase of Pogba no
say to players be for
which me that two players be brain
yes
but eventually no also splashy Akoto to
ebe stand in the face no enu hu say there be answer no ye nyina bonten to boss and today he is still on it saying say insane say Liverpool close to 180 million pounds say omo dey akofa player back up but in all this the main person say the ma players no teams no ko baako no akomienu no akomiensa simply be forget about the rumors now and the na wa bonte no sometimes Chelsea ko akoto player we Man U ko to player we sometimes just the rumors but when you hear say official bid ako ama bia the other club no accept and now reject it and the other more official so official bid baako beko mienu beko miensa beko and the bemana basa and say one the selling club didn't him say for Chelsea for Man U for Arsenal for Man City Madrid so opportunity say obefani player che say enye so te say player no team no man oba e che so wa scout no hia no to the bid baako beko no na menye asa akora ya je no ball no wa ball no motom now the second one ko menye ko nim say once was scout to play another bid baako abadi menu aba no likely say nya de obetwa akiri ti no magire o monsa den on the flip side and so they say anytime be a big club ebeba player no ho na 1 2 3 bits ebeba na wanye no so okono amabiem pe likely you not get that amount no biem and in the case of Brentford Troye na motfo abo any free I think 6.5 million euros and this time 62.5 million pounds sika Manchester United akotu but if there is something that omure fear by 30th and date 30th June a month today sorry a year today now when the contract expire 30th June 2026 the contract will expire so if they are forgetting somebody must remind them say the United situation no mujinam any why they will need a winger or the goals ebeka game no because why United wingers now nobody and an Emma goes Ahmad goes no of your okay fine say injuries no in the year no call ya double figures here in all competitions but say unya winger in the Premier League they said or no obo as a winger in Bromo normal 20 goals now you good but say go into a league season now players no only wingers or the goals back count strikers no forget it especially when clubs in Aya where say United strikers no they don't score and number score krana omu rating of pa. Throughout the season, I think in the league, Hoyland Emma 5 goals throughout the season. So striker near winger no kura bema saying striker no 7 wingers and say no bema. E yedim say Garnacho wasteful. Zegzi form no enye as sharp as or the free Bologna eba Manchester United. And all other players are almost complementary for the season for United. Ahmad is standing out because of the numbers, no. And no can United numbers in India. Some numbers no Ahmad no. In any top club, Oman numbers in the season. It is not something that there will be a young who did. But be a United team
in other jurisdiction, bench players the mass numbers.
Some numbers no dear.
No free bench bar.
Oh free bench bar no be some numbers no. But a United setup no. Amana is was standing out. But it is not enough for a season who come up as performing well. Especially when Omon performing better than you know are still adding. And United may decide on take it or leave it, Say 62.5 million pounds in a day. They will not add up.
I mean, when they are now Liverpool for any other clubs, we are the United at the panel. A player Kanu 1 year on the contract, so that's turn 60 million plus.
Sure.
I mean, make it economic.
Who said in recent
Madrid
times,
mono or make catch as a cratchy.
Bowie
and
in recent times, that is what Madrid has done. And you see, the football director for Brentford this evening is quoted to have said, say, Omane boy nakasa, Obeko for the right fee. And to them, conversation so when you have the right fee, Omuji said the boy will be happy to stay.
Okay.
But clearly, boy, and so reactions and the commitment and everything at Brentford, say, Opesoko. But to get the right fee from Manchester United, no almost say the boy will be happy to stay if the right price and that brings in the Victor Gyökeres because almost the same thing. But there's a lot of mischief. He says that before all renewing the contract, club of friend Sporting come and let CSA 60 million plus any amount be a euros. Eba ombe German 60 million plus, and no more here in the range of 60 plus 10. Diabro so 70 million euros, which will be a 60 million cash down, 10 million add-ons be back one as om German. But since here, after the season, or more somehow Elio boy no dada no man extending the contract new and season end. Say they are saying there the release clause of 100 million euros on the 1 meter. The boy will not move. And you've heard say we decided say when officially Omo resume here ahead of the games Omo he will not report for preseason. Unso Omo saje regroup onko. And preseason games no more boni na no. Onfa no hunshim. But that will bring in the issue of we are under contract. Na club ni here on services. Now we also only ready to play. And that is where people feel say Sporting are not being some in quote professional enough. So in this modern era, a club adding a word be a player. Now obey U10 that was hard, and potentially United have decided to be very quiet on the boy because they are not ready to go and trigger the release clause of 100 million euros. For a player, one, I think he's around 28 or 29. Number two, the league na all the competitiveness, the tempo, the aggression ni bibi we equating to the Premier League na enye. So say okura numbers yamba nze be 30-35 goals na rationally what do you need bua the Premier League numa what you also mam ehwe ni say obema be 20 plus goals bi ebia 20 abro so 25 for the 35 now ebi kwa na 37 no wo hunu e outside no. And that is why the transfer stories around Manchester United and Victor Gyökeres akofom. But in Bomo Kanu, but see United could do they take it or leave it the enemy, and they will stay back and watch what Brentford ebeye because in the coming season, onya starting ball first round new which is first window new near see January number. He's up on the market and can even do a pre-contract and San Waba. There are still rumors about Kudus. And Kudus transfer, yate say all the English London clubs are interested. All the top London clubs. Spurs, Arsenal, and a club of Chelsea. But all Spurs are the perfect destination. The entire the perfect destination is now more per player across the front training now obetimi Axel and obetimi abo. Brennan Johnson 24 years. Wills ni boy no. And Otimibo on the left side, Otimibo on the right side, Otimibo as a lead man Richarlison Otimibo on the left, Otimibo on the right, Otimibo as the lead man. Richarlison 28 years. Son 32. He may not be part of, and I say the main man for next season. Solanke 27. Or yet the only player amongst the 4 players Amabo Mudina on the answer or a center forward. Oko Boniface lines and also by any. And the potential muhu boy any numbers for the moment last season. I am very sure say number 9 will be cemented for him. So if Kudus is moving, he is going to opt for and also Obekwa contested for places with Johnson, Brennan Johnson, Son, Richarlison, and these are the players that Obekwa bit me two be no red team no akwa. But Kudus as a number 9, or Ajax, or numbers. Kudus as the right wing player, Obama the perfect game I open and the balance game. The entire main Chelsea for Kudus and Arsenal for Kudus. Me na me decide I will not put my pen on it and say players like Kudus mono. We are a system player. One here because we a bad player. And the latter part of the last season, club a friend of West Ham. I think that is what was wearing him down. Well, a player he believes and feels that he should lead a team out of them. Some players and some not here. And Chelsea team says here, there's no way they will prioritize Abrante Fen Kudus over Kopama. Even the places in the war for him to play, no, he will still have to contest because Pedro Neto, no, kakra, or woman who into the team, no pa. And Joao Pedro Moncrano, and so Sabe team, no, with Madueke more, any those players now, Ebiombe French players to pick positions, all right. Very difficult for Kudus to survive as a player. A short bet say on the Chelsea's card they be started for the agility need to be another or you fit for Chelsea game because all speed or strength and was our shot and even set pieces quite on so obetumi assign aboa kakra amount numbers but I feel that on yet the star man in the team and that is why AB be affecting the game plan and medicinal. The issue about not Eugene the story of Crystal Palace potentially some bit lose some place Europa League all because of the co-ownership issues UEFA say so say nipa baako na nsa wo team mienu ana miensa bi mu na sa teams ni mienu ana miensa na ebe sabo in the same competition under UEFA and as we speak na say UEFA announce omo verdict no on Crystal Palace ene omo delay the announcement simply because as a lifeline be whereby because ora na efe no Trestor on the kura team efe no Lyon 77% and okura 44% ewo Crystal Palace mu as at last week no decide say the 44% na ewo Crystal Palace mu no obeton so that Crystal Palace benya kwan akobo omo Europa League nanka Lyon so enya kwan abono Europa League no but you name the free France aba say Lyon potentially the demo to omo e de omo ko League 2 omo akoye protest omo twan say ombeko appeal no na ye hear omo na ye hu de be free mu aba but see idea there's still a lifeline because if omo anye successful clearly I just say they will back down on the Europa competition.
All right,
Martin. Crystal Palace, Ebiwram, no Mumako Akobo, the Europa League.
All right, Kofi, for anu tumbi na, yeah, and then so United make a appointment of
John Evans. Says you obey player, obey manager, obey in charge of players from a cool loan near there.
Halfway.
And that popular Man United tree account, you know, actually move I'll say Fabrizio reported that Manchester United appoint John Evans as new head of loans and pathways, whichever. So, and I'll say, Chelsea, Onona, Obeko to Brewer Bank, Akodi Lona, Edibetom Bomo. Head of loans. It is all the Beji loan Man United. But United boys no mo loan no. Hansenka we sayinka Rashford money, Sancho money adinina no. Anthony Mo. Aha, one ni penyina obeda no no monitor wo mo na. Kuta ha ebi awa no. Onu mu didi nkomo katachi na Aston Villa ho ne makosen. Oni coach ni se bia boko de training semnya da de tete sen.
Senka Rashford dia Villa Force omunye ready to activate the buy option.
On the players no mo loan no wunya sa ba o. Obienu awaka Anthony ba
say the issue is as Kasem na ewum no. Kasem na ewum no clubs ni ready say omitua for the Tinka John Evans they be in charge of all those things. Okay.
Anyway, as Nico Williams so Bilbao for no prefer Bayern to Barcelona. Which are born in next destination. According to Mundo Deportivo, no much I say Bilbao for no prefer so tournament Bayern Munich mum instead of FC Barcelona. And I'm sure the reason be clear now for obvious reasons be Abia omun to me and withstand Nico playing against them, you get it. Omuamu boy from the academy when you breakthrough or senior team know or boss so well. I mean for the national team you will say match bebana Nico Williams Bob Barcelona na wonu mo San Mamés no asan ba be show e bi omuntu mi ne sa dia won ko Germany Nico Williams wum nyina no Alex Ferguson dapso ye coach a o hema mo Athletic Bilbao
obey day
obokoto
na mun koto e
we mo mpe
Omo to ade
na mo pe
me jeze Alex Ferguson time no player bi wo on ma wo no awe supporter anwunya wo se player wo de Man U de wo betian se United pen number
dynamics na saka crazy clubs no
but you know that time so Chelsea under Herrera nesu set amone ikemu na yin but wenya.
Well,
no, I think player kon ho under Herrera anunya no but I de so ron
but wo de
time wo runi no
an say clubs no omun say kuta players ni mu aye dey first
no it wasn't as if those they not come for cheap
what
yes. What argue say Alex Ferguson is successful because then time United was got two players no ultimate two player bia ope well in as much as develop players no ultimate say talk what you say but the members me chane say yeah wo unze Chelsea mutimi ka say we a Chelsea type of player we a Chelsea type of striker
Nico Kanu
them ka say Nico Williams
Manchester type of players
yes United type of players one say
Kanu say say Ferguson try England Harry Kane will not play Tottenham for years
now Harry Kane bought Tottenham now he a striker or United now let's Ferguson manager now Harry Kane bought Tottenham no bugu one penny what about Tonaba
anyway
Michael Carrick Trinity I'm say boy he dear in your 2006 you want to transfer them player like player be out to say player with there wow your supporter what think was a player we nyana ye Alex Ferguson time what now sorry ni atono Bebatov senior Carlos Tevez
na mimi sa
question you know the top players
me ba mi
ma player papa motim fun sabi
all right ba mimi sa question we ensunsun ye da Nico Williams ni Garnacho ntem no esusa na
bese hani temali
esun
Samu
Nico Williams ni botanga Garnacho
mu he ni yo me de
Garnacho mpa o maje
where
Garnacho mpa
o enye ye pass ba player now so ko fa na ba no
Nico Williams
ye hwe ni ye hwe
ko Nico asem ne kan yo
no me de mi hu ni se Nico ni mbo bo chen Garnacho bia sa o
ba oni bo chen no me bo a
mi gwankra mi nyintum Say ball ne die na no say ye ball no. Ghana tro no. The pressure at United ni circumstances ni ade na mama hu ni saa o.
No, me I've never argued so a bad player. Okay. Me no Ghana tro say we player am turn na be me ya.
Okay.
What you say? But on say football no, Kofi aside training ni manema bi wo no ma yesa di suban ball o. What you say?
Okay.
Suban say suban. Usuban e de ko fa pa. Well lot of bit man list a lot of players are enya because o mun nimbo. Enya because o need talent. But suban bi
and the suban de adwuma bi emu one first suban pa nkwa.
Enti sa suban na Ghana to pick no.
Ono akwa pushing way out. Ghana is pushing his way out because of Nano tweet no cross akwa.
But me pa now let's forget Alex Ferguson wo ho na Rasmus Højlund na boy number 9 na Harry Kane na Tottenham. Na wa zaman na can go be
Malaysia mo go number 10
Tony Jeffy
Malaysia mo bo 3 na
Malaysia na keke
na so da to wo
Nuno Mendes bo PSG na Malaysia
see Ferguson no well respected. From behind, he can call them. Said this guy, make sure you bring him.
No, say to me no.
Bet to me,
say to me now. Player never have manager on the bedroom. Manager, oh now play, but no no be.
Now Hurricane managers be no Vincent Company crash one in the year.
I said Vincent Company on the year. Simply because at the time I was ready to move. No,
now
Liverpool almost striker. Arsenal no more money. City almost striker. And United had already exhausted their options.
But Harry Kane say in the best days, a bit me aka say Pochettino e ka hu bi pa me boa.
Sure.
Na Pochettino ne Ten Hag say
see they make count jazz. So Ten Hag and Alex Ferguson.
But I'm saying that
Ferguson
can advise.
See Kofi, the one musi ya mo bo krom anya za no me no ho.
Say
manager wo ho. Yeso obi former manager be na be train our
and yes he be on a better players amonto but he is well respected me boa United into you feel say e be am fan set Ten Hag ne wo ho na Fergifa fun friend say oh this is Sir Alex Ferguson talking on the other side of the phone na okatre say man we say yesu ko chisi abofra bi wo Italy a friend Rasmus Højlund Harry Kane wa fatum penifo anim na muntu na manye se bia by force so say baby ogina ne de wontumi fan hye
na bia that Harry from Harry Kane
na me can say ne fine but say Fergie efa phone ne bia wa frɛ na one Ten Hag nyasa nkomodie na ebetimi anya nsunsu aso wo
no you see one Kofi one onye because enkana adwuma nya na adwuma he has no business
na there be obetna park me ye Manchester anane ho popo
na so supporters ni na ho popo there
is a difference between Ten Hag be friend say a person ni player we Casabamba so you see connections and your respect and so no mumu fa fun friends ko fa player we bra two different
and na make us one share no by say suggestion can be done
Roman na moya zane man Roman na coach grad me was their sign player man zo nim player bro
but Nico Williams ye ne bo nya din ni release clause no cry 58 million euros
mam ka bi ya bro
say ayikura mo de say na ko ye mbomu say mo de 55 plus add-ons okay kabuma 62.5 no but I'm saying say what Nico will bring on the table. There are some players at Manchester United that they can offer you that.
Okay, all right.
And my media Masai Ganacho. And now Rashford crying confusion near the buyer. Rashford Munina coming back near the you see United.
I want to mean Nico Williams granted to Rashford.
Absolutely.
At a point Rashford.
Absolutely.
So what has he?
And Nico no.
Rashford and answer Rashford be a yinim no.
Oh, that be by name Rashford Dean.
Say Rashford no. On share that on your bad say you or call Villa say nenye that bad.
Yeah.
On issues.
But we've seen a better Rashford. And Rashford or a better than the who of Villa.
And the issues cry United for Ninya and it's especially fans no do no mo say he can do better than in recent times. The end the ho. But sometimes you have to create that enabling environment, you know, for the guys to thrive. And he says, yeah, players.
My Jackson, why?
Jackson, they are creative, Bibia Mana, Bia.
Chelsea for say, I don't come with you. I don't get to be my Jackson.
So the Kate, you cry, warrior. Then he better.
Chelsea,
but me say, United situation akwese. Players are more pay money na club see. Bob workers here. It's either you go for it or you leave the scene. So what you see, and it says hard there. More some guys, but they say
Garnacho.
Anthony Garnacho is already there.
Sancho,
Rashford, more from Mumra. Now you Amorim, you crowd, and retire in Chibiasa. We are brand here. Come on, sit with the guys, give them the confidence to play. So what I say, because even Mbomwe and Kofu PG say one very good season with Brentford. But the pressure at United, na amfa because Anthony Nom and Sancho Mo, they had proven somewhere. No performance and far better than Mbomwe. But when they came, what happened?
It was the Sancho yastic for this conversation. But I create enabling environment.
Oh, Sancho,
Chelsea for no.
Sab boys,
yeah. Because of play piano, the coach now.
Sab boys, yeah, come once in a senior. I don't want na Ntawantawa na abeto omuni coaches ni ntemu.
Ntawantawa coach ane be adwuma de one no Ntawantawa be da adwuma.
Sometimes coaches no so they have to understand say players who are mete. So what you see. So find a way to get the best out of them. They need the extreme. I understand. You have to let him go.
Senior Ukrobi say Ronaldo. Ukrobi say Messi. And Dembele. Na no ho mete managing. Let him play.
Ronaldo dey na okay.
Make up the Ronaldo awa unim no.
Cristiano
or manage him, let him play.
Okay.
But Ukrobi say Garnacho. No Messi apa. Then now
Garnacho must ni charge ye day. Must why dey pa say ni charge pa ni say or say chances.
The performance no enye to the standard na United be here for sa position or.
Eno de enye wonu nko a
o. So it's in the list ba no. Number 2.
On aboni di
ntino. Osa attitudinal issues. Based on how I responded to manager and charges.
Sir.
Now you are no. Say you know villages in Edia no. And some people believe say as a in solidarity with Rashford ntino kwaya sadia no.
Or Rashford company ye nimpa
or Rashford Jesse. Edit your picture e post 2 year.
Rashford is still a United player, let's not forget.
But one share Rashford or share Man U Jesse. And Man U Jesse or share Rashford Villa Jesse. Edit your picture e post 2 year. What is the communication? What at the time when him say there is seemingly tension between manager and a player. Oh yeah, wise are the only things that stay off.
I get it, but Osa into who Amorim no now within yes we your manager.
Osa, about energy.
Osei.
About energy.
But mami comedy kakra. Baby idea for ya there. Let me do this one quickly when it comes to transfers. Or Chelsea na me for Club World Cup ni kakra mpito ni my muso. There is this general conversation out there say Chelsea 2 players be brave. So make I say you newsroom crani edi hun komo say scandi crazy by some omu di be day and all of that. What I see ni say e bi beko because some of the players and I think so many 1 or 2 seasons be and the kind of improvement I'll be pek so be who performance you know encoy so what I say to the level a year you know acceptable in the books of Chelsea. And I was just going through Dilapaba Estavao crowd is on the aquada he will join on a BPP and Kakra crowd room. Joao Pedro Diaba and then Jamie Gittins, right? Also here Chelsea team nimupa critically one particular area senior omulake players the left wing in terms of having a right-footed player. And me say na me for Sancho stay at Chelsea. But unfortunately conversations I'm cool so he had to leave. So and Jamie Gittins will offer you that our right wing ho. Obema a lot of options away anymore. And then we know, say, in the last few years, when it comes to the typical centre forward role, Chelsea Brett, Jackson performance, no, and you so Chelsea for any. So Delap comes in, you can understand. And then Joao Pedro D, who's also a typical centre forward. In some cases, you wait to grab one behind the leading man. Let's say a number 10. Now, what's the numbers now between Oni Nicholas Jackson difference being because in the Premier League Omunyina share 10 goals in the 2024-2025 season. The difference was that Pedro enya I think around 6 assists and Nicholas Jackson sunya 5. So as I said, but Jackson had some 3 goals in the Conference League in addition to 10 Premier League goals, no. So in the Premier League, we goal involvement now for Joao Pedro clearly onya 17, 10 goals and some 7 assists. You know, I think 1 assist in the FA Cup become one HSA on or caught in that line. And a Jackson so numbers no and a Macan. In terms of goal contribution, you know, and difference beyond shedding him. But say seniors well who take you time now hit 2 players now on the field. Any aside goals total contribution to the team. Anyhow teams no balance you go for Joao Pedro. And it gives me the impression say Nicholas Jackson is almost on his way out. But who say Abrofono sometimes manage situation here because they still want to sell. So what I say, for example, Mason Mount at some point not Chelsea here, but they needed to manage the situation. And only did more 50 million or so every 55 free United buy wa free when you free. And that is the situation with Jackson. And from here I can project and predict say likely say Jackson Madueke may leave the scene for these players Ayatis or Mubei, Jamie Gittins,
2 starters,
and then Joao Pedro. What do you check your friend is Enzo Maresca at the Club World Cup? After the first game, on your own, as in Kuku, we all know the issues near there. Injuries.
Namun create environment man.
There be injuries. The environment be now.
Doctors man.
Chelsea were the best of doctors over there.
How much any? I don't go feel your place. Ni be free mo tell mo eso mbeshi.
Me just say more target to more free club ni more. Must it be starters? I mean because in there.
They were started because we didn't have any options.
Madueke.
Yes. Okay, say Conference League final near war Olus Kitchen. And I'm catch there say me who say was started Madueke any Pedro Neto no. Na me okay. And I thought that I also yi Madueke free. No bo the Miss Jadon Sancho. I was the left wing. Na Neto about the right wing. And between the 2 players, so also we analysis no yi back free man absolutely. We be Pedro Neto ahead of Noni Madueke.
Okay.
Hentina options in you. But now that you are looking at players and getting performance for Dortmund, if you go back and check, yes, Dortmund in a very bad season, but say single out individual players be more exceptional performances are. Jamie Gittins was one of them. I think that they will help. It's not as if Chelsea Toby Bray. Right, the situation is such that more disappointed and that they are creating spaces. So, and clearly, say all the more performance to 2 way more. Who's a difference? So, and to say others now, more ban the to 2 more honor. We said the difference. So, I think that
Joao Pedro better change Jackson.
Pepe. Ekoye papa say on the ball and then the total contribution to the team or a perfect.
Okay.
Or a perfect. And you see, so we have Brighton players no more about Chelsea now. Apart from the goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez on DS just can't Nkoye we give more confidence in you. So make up players, make a manager.
Man here Brent is for no. Brighton omo di Messi stadium fufuro.
Oh, any problem. Any problem.
Say Caicedo every ho. Cucurella free ho. And Sanchez goalkeeper no.
Yes.
And as I say must go for Joao Pedro ba.
Pedro so become.
Mufa coach
ne dey omo twase ni na no cry to omo fu no mantie
17 million.
Ye to third ball mu fu no mantie na wo mani no mo hu say ankoyi so hunti no. I think that will be it.
All right. So, we now
congratulations to all the clubs now more advanced to the quarter-final stage of the club World
tournament.
Cup.
You know, I say, now you do one match near breaking 2 hours near the.
Because next year by this time near World Cup.
Say, okay.
But I'm hearing say, more plans for World Cup, no. Sir,
I'm bet you three one.
Oh, and you say you buy times no.
So much toilet about mention. You really mention release this man. That's what I'm crying anymore. This is all my.
You need the NASA.
No, why my information is almost say US or no more plan is next year. No stadiums are or may use for the World Cup. There was special maybe weather into me affecting into games and break it is a club World Cup. But. Because they may have Chelsea matches if you almost yeah boy banana for fresh me obi see me dey twa bet to be then me go find die and up and check it
me Chelsea match no me say Sunday anopa no as at be 8:49 one so bi busa me akamaka say 1-0 come head 86 minutes on break here no me try ya 2 and am say 2 hours here until my hwe bi Cause the next morning and Sunday moon says
anyway, just a quick one.
Congratulations to Omoma qualifying and who say
United in him na de we zabrin ko na jensem hunu bi mo bi anya bi ka
enra wa hwe Flamingo ni Bayern Munich
enra me hwe bi
Brazil for no
now gaining one
awurade Brazil for no so wetin make us me pese bu mani gu wedanses em so kaka na me hwe page ni sunu o ma ekoso senior especially I think the first goal of Flamingo how we work keyboard no
any shot to be
absolutely kofo ni edi agro but unfortunately baby fair funny opponents no manya no as a big coffee but at least they have Palmeiras in there on the 5th of July on Bebo against Chelsea and as we speak Inter so eda so that for more Fluminense
tuna
there be say back no na offside
okay
on the salary until one on about 75 minutes na Inter for there obi any more problem so what I say ori junior team no coach ya and ukraine hu bia obey rescue mission wo Parma and yes on ministry na mo di America
no you see covid no clear difference between among here no
but do baby you have to
let's say here tuntum for anka wo dabia house and akotoko board bi so na bi Christian chief chance aba anka wo argue for back to say man chance crack
say me nam performance no me hu ni
what just about
and now also sometimes so yeah the all free hono any space now wo jato hono we try and error bisa one we ya sembeba
abrofo no omu hudi omu gini padi
ba omu ye bebre emfo
time I mean no you see they understand say a part of abrabo you try be fa be mfa then you move on because tama German national team no coach no Nagelsmann all started coaching no e bem say 26 and 27 years near the Hoffenheim Premier League team German Bundesliga team man so on coaching
yes
Ghana how be say akukuduro no
say be na Real Madrid for Alonso
so what I say
Alonso after just 2 seasons with Leverkusen
Obenya Madrid coach I mean arguably the biggest football club in the world
who's a club World Cup in who train no
omo dia man no that's the issue maybe issue ni say akukuduro omo dia appointment no Manchester United team kakraka na Amorim
se Fabregas na adwuma bebre go ma no
like omo gini pe omo gi omo hudi say adwuma no ubetumi aye support wa betumi aye ba krom hansa na benya wo chance wo coach team na wa coach ab na mu a ya bo first division ya bo premier na ya pamu ni edi wa Texas
oh say young boys ni bi basin
mu kakra teams ne ma wo mu Kofi
oh na say samobo adum nyina coach ha say jai
oh Kofi
enti no oh na ye kaka ni awa meboa sisi ase mrantie ni bi ba mu kakra
no you see no the better me can say term car obi zenka Eric Bequin oyi ni tina so coach wa sorry nante na oh pa
sisi an certification enti me mani coach
no me example na me so what you say example na me so I'm like we have a lot of the guys in the system ye nigidie no emfa team no emma ye twa manipa na nyini ana wa woman do stage be as a visa when you experience
ya wo so mo prepare wo mo yi
and no ye 1 point
mo prepare wo mo
in the part no but all other things been equal so the emphasis players no crowd all players no crowd no obia was certification these clubs no mo nhwe o mo mfi wo mo
o mo nyamia nhwe because you see most of them no they don't have the qualification to coach a Premier League club
yeah
until money ya even if you want to try them
even the pre certification era ni nyina tama na ya nyusu certification na nye coach no kroma ya de nyina na exist
na mpanimfo ne ya de o na mpanimfo ne ya de na mrantie na ewo mu no na
mo ndi no kra no se kwan da utimi twa kwan to ho aso ya assistant coach
on the coach
it is all jini dia obetima yen se be se sa na Fabregas dey start here okofa akomo no na oni the license to coach as a Premier League and I say a first year coach no tina obi wo ha ono ye assistant but no me coach cause so nya license ni we no abe the head coach
yeah bibi mam hankasa na suban
yanyim
ranti ni okrom ha
na mpanifo no kwa ta maso no
obibia menye sure say obia
chawo cheye
obia oni experience obe take risk at a big platform at the amano
oh na examples e body bebre
Guardiola no coach there
amanfo amanso de yembo bebre
na on coach
Guardiola near La Masia
from Barcelona and Kramu
from La Masia
straight to senior side
the reason is say at La Masia no omo star ho and omo system ho and omo tenancy who say system na omo wo no and omo building no like the same graduation or the neighbor senior side obetimi aye adwuma no meba o ebiaka o kase bi ofri Madrid Lama ofri Barcelona La Masia na bia team kese bi afa no different team bi
the team kese bi
Barcelona that time team kese
oh na me kase say muso ofri La Masia
even with that let me add this
ofri Barca nkwala mu enti omo ehu no ena omo ma ne Barca mpanyifom eno no wo ho na bia pese mo ma me example say bia from La Masia na bia Bayern be fa no
enti for instance it must import wokotoko pop ground from zain junior pok and from zain
junior pok
it must import junior porcupines yeah bia expect say bia next 2 years or be graduate to it up some of these players to the senior team they must import be head coach for Asante Kotoko team A
yeah. The reason is Siano or need the requisite.
You create scenarios in case the advance or war BBR or war certification everything
yes no Kotoko junior side no more say oh you good obetimi aya why not
been see that
and no case of me
been see
now he
man obetimi up president umrant brema yemfi wa di 8 ni atoma 7 ni atoma
awa me se pep dia omu kan kra no e be ye nchinu ahye at the board level satan papa Ibegristan no na ye I think director of football is a director sporting director let me put it that way only make a case for Pep. There were other members of the management team or board now no more pay other coaches. Some even mentioned Jose Mourinho money at the end so who
Orlando job
and was here in the boy
yeah
or field me so minimum chance
of the Roma is in ranking about you say kuwa sense you see that the emphasize ko the kokora na o dey ko do board meeting o mo ntwe sekan na eventually em fa dwuma na ma obi o te sa ne what the point na
Matthias
eti e ho so mo kon ye se be star ye adwuma no nyan
agreed
at that age no
agreed, but the point is he was also prepared for it.
Fantastic. He was prepared.
Yes.
Very good.
Very
good. Yeah, one was a
Bayern Munich for Muntu Omofo. Say Bayern ni PSG na ebo right? And you see 5th July sir. Okay. Na Inter ni de ye moke omo. Atikuji ye moke Atiku. Ena Botafogo be de one will be fin. So and I think the final game omo wrapping up with a win qualify. Enra omo the good Messi team so. Me I was even giving Messi team some chance be say they have players omo that experience omo team ya standing with PSG for. But we first have na me ya Adina. So entino ade na PSG for na ye no from Champions League final na me catch them say ote say eja to yonko abodwise mu a sensuo si widi ho
but Chelsea nkwa na betumi break you on ti e say bia desa
bia bi ye kra ye be sensuo si abodwise ho
Chelsea de ni ma be say nkwa de mi
Chelsea wo de ye pese ye de asembe ko mo so yeah,
okay. Yeah, come. Oh my mrantin nyina abodise ku a we say adwini bia perception am penimfo fa mrantin wo kro man say we should nyansa. That's the issue.
Enya no kre mo.
Can you say na dey me on any day I will debate you.
No,
anytime like, bia so most young men yam mo chance mo prove say asem ne no kre.
Sa hey
kroimu. Most times yam young men also the chance mo prove say penimfo no wrong to think like that.
Na penimfo no so kra na ayen so yadwin say o me penimfo ye di obu amom say eja o me de o mo wosro chemranti nti o mo nye no for so many years.
Disappointment over
go no there no doubt. And I said try no crack o say enye dwene mu and nyansa wo enye dwene say o
ye mamranti no more opportunity say see I call parliament in I think the dynamics necessary
e bia anya
young ones ni bi wo ho
say
and scandi Kanu
young ones say parliament e ma nya gidie say the brother young generation we che betimi aye
but give
the young man the chance obe disappointed kwa mo say any the ni three no
most of these positions are young men engineer and
remote controlled
na
remote controlled
and no tell so why are you being remote controlled?
No like for instance say bia we minister
obi na appointed
minister we are appointed
okay
who here authority from obi ho ansa na watumi implement a lot of nyema bebre
sure
nyeza woni idea be ideas ni wo ho by implementation no is subject to penyin bi approval
aye
it was a scale bar it was a free finance wo bar it was a we what does here na how can you be efficient
it eventually
how can you be
effective eventual environment no ma won't
internet as we dey
so the system no enya bills for the young guys and youth no what you say
internet is in the end senior we dey need any practice e kwan so e bitimi abasem penifo no so na problem
but no you see
because they are supposed to create some structure now
there's Kanu we can't entirely rule out to say
and young guys ni be amazing
young guys ni be bre ho no mo a omu kodu top wa senior but zawara fo akese pa ma omu nku ba kun ye you know eno mu chesi
na sa papa ya problem do ka na se be ma de ye be ma
I mean anyway yam ko anim obi ade nya ma hin se togoni no wo togoni wo presidency what na presidency must have 58 years wo 59 years 1 year pe and I won your president ba na won your president
yes Nigeria ni no so onya
for na singwe
obey second term wadwuma o
what you say yeah wo no 1 year later na ne papa be di president na ne papa di president za 38 years di ne papa ewu na 37 or be suma di 20 as saying still for some run say what's the son say aden
okọ nso be jane ba we
ensusu nim say senior okoye afie mu a in most cases awofo ni pii pese da chumu ni ho a be bi omuduru abrabom no omo mmra ebeba betra ho ene bi mu a lot of things, sacrifice a lot to position or mumma said that say no one 2 and a babe 3 and 4. Tia didn't in about the bigger picture ni dia. Sir,
anything at the bigger picture no. Accra school feeding ebia 1 cedi 20 pesos. Penini ni say nya de besono, but says ka wasa tibi. In the contract they are 20 fee preparing the grounds for neba within echi. So ba be better than ono. Tera so ho.
En sana nubina shano manabo. En saben no.
Amuzu bitters.
Wose?
Amuzu bitters.
Amuzu bitters. Twaso.
Apomode mapade eno ane Hepa Plus mixture. Apomode mapade eno ane Hepa Plus mixture.
Hey, unia, heavy and the black smokes mixture no. Malaria drona. Ane, say nam sa. Ubeje di sa menim wife nyina ye tested positive. Ya no mbie no. Say e ku malaria mo no nyina. Am ye nyina ye negative. Ade ho. Won ma wo ye Hepa Plus mixture no. And wodi we nsu aba. Sentia. E wo say wo immune system e strong de bia. Entipavi
E support immune system no.
Na plasmox no so e tu malaria no gu. Malaria symptoms. Et say etipaye, afiafie, wonu mu ato, ahomre no musa. Achekura 4 days na pavi ene plasmox mixture. Wanom no e tu malaria na sekura. Anya sa ade akohu doctor. Fra 0542 778572 and 0542 807907. Magie dure di pa. Pavi Plasmox and Hepa Plus nyina. A painful about more manufo and kwada woni mfie du mienu kan. Our pharmacies na herba shop.
FDA aje dwede nkra to yatum.
Hey, Opani. Mashusha wache. Se perfect series books here. Oma me koto obi mame mano. O wejajai. Abua wa mo se wo to make kan kama. Wa kabrofo. Na nkontabu akra de. Ejajai.
Wonderful. Mese Ghana for GAJ perfect series. Atumo no de. Jai. No de animdifo. Ene tre wa nwoma bia. Owo crèche, nursery, any KG, books bia bi. Ene owo science, creative arts, maths, RME, history, coloring, computing, OWAP, nina. Every basic 1, equals basic 6. English, every basic 1, equals junior high school. Ne bane combine soa, or nina bi. English nom, and maths nom, me say, books bia ni wa. Perfect series, any bi. Na GS, any naka, and so am approver. Into a batter bia unkoto bi maneba.
Hey, and na so we die, so ko be kra betumi akotu akoton amani students o.
Na eno kra die, what table no say we almost set mock exams, terminal exams, and midterm exams. At the mass school so here wamomua to phone call putuaja station wa and crying down so mine. First up, any omomu bebia ye tonton books bia for 0243 299938 and 0540 755 465. Perfect series.
Your worst future is secured.
Amanfwe, Edroye Herbal Center, they are the Fufro Biabo. Edroye Herbal Center, Edumekua or the Obuasi Bitters, Eba, Yeman, Esa, Amanfo, Yari, Emomubu, Atopa, 5,000. I was at the Obuasi Gringo Bitters, and so by ya, Amanfo Etugusono, what the Ensafufro Biaba, a ginger and Sam, your friend Obuasi 442 Leke. Obuasi 442 Leke, a ginger and Sam, ya didn't bra any hama, Afra, and I had the Ayeb. Pomadianema Unsankabi, we are Bema Namunuma Ubabu Atopa 10,000. Emano Sunuma, Omubeti de Sansuna, and Mema Sunuma, Ubedi Ache, Pomadianema Unsanka, Obuasi Bitters for ginger, Nibi, a Obuasi 442 Leke, a ginger and Saya di Enubra, any hama Afra near Yaye, Pomadianema Unsankabi, Onumwa, a Bayon Hujumaye, Omo wants to see Ayawoya, for menstrual pains. Bema Edron Numra went to Menene Enna, Pomadianema Unsanka, Obuasi 442, Obuasi 442, Aya Obuasi Bitters for ginger, our Monte Abba, any drinking sport, beer, Eke and Westia, our Omaganemu, Obuasi 442 ginger, Obuasi 442 liquor, Numbi, Nebu Atopa 10,000, and say, Enyama pin for, Enyama and my Oma Manu for, and Enyama and more Francois only if you do more. Better sauce, so Obuasi, we need be a chemical. Me different flavor from the same plug. Boissy bitters, boissy gringo, boissy for tous les condiments. We a special 3-in-1.
ne de kwan yo mbeka bia ye nte ase ye beji yesika
ka wakoma to yem na nkrofo am so mo ye bada ye be kire mo nyansa
aha boss ni nie
oh chale munya abutre
akwanto ba akoda bia no story ye nte ase ye beji yesika
ye nte ase
na bia menua e di asem jama ye twimodi o
bra tie bi mayo
akwanto ba ko e pese ye ko ye tua ho ska da bia no ho nsem foforo
ene mo kama koma ntumu yem na magye nkwa na ba me kan full time travel consult and recruitment limited amamo ye di akwanto ho dwuma nyina na ye genuine ATGAD ye bo manfo mo mutu kwanko enkura hodo bebre so ebi ne Canada, UAC, Germany, UK, Netherlands, Japan, Dubai, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Jordan. Guess what? Krobe ne wo witrim fa wo how no dadwe nyina beto full time travel consult and recruitment limited so na ye be boa ama wo botaye na abam sanso na ye sanye birth certificate, passport, marriage visa, student visa, tourist visa, visit visa, work permit, open work permit, hotel booking, appointment date booking, air ticket and reservation ane afoforo bebrebe ye di ejuma abra efini nkikawa bia eni ye wo flexible payment onto betimi abaye office na oni abedi nkomo na bibia be go tru ama hwehwe ye na kyekwan wo kuma ase so for life complex road abra watra JP filling station wa anase One Angels Academy premises sanso na betimi afrɛ 050-416-1729 ena 053-289-3025 full time travel consult and recruitment limited ya need a so wakwantumane
Mema etiefo nyina akwaba ba Amuzu Herbal Clinic na midiedrobia ba yefrɛ no Amuzu P Herbal Mixture eyedura ebua ima eni mema nyina na oba pampa no ohye efi na seba no obehia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba insuo basa egu no ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba bi a otie na se ne hene pa di ono so insawansawa agi na kosokuma boso ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba otie ne junso no pampan pa no ohye edi akireba ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture minka se junso bia ense nsuo ba se ojunso na se ne color no eni e darkish more yellowish na pampa no ohye omu a e kire me se ekekaye eya ba ojunso no mu edi pa Amuzu P na enum e die na chika sei anase hunam ne ya ono so nkopa Amuzu P nonom bema so a otie a odwon so mu papa ye ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture bema bu ha odwon so wie na bi akam wo behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture dwon so ade dwon so a oti de kakra se ogun nsuo na se ya nko an na oti a uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture ensese bema dwon so na moja di akireba enti bema dwunso ane dwunso moja di akire no kopa Amuzu P no mu na sa ni na afiri ho bema ne dwunso ebon kan uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture obi se doc eya na nso totoro afiri bema no oba se bi chim kakra na abegu ano white uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture insawa agi bema na aboso uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture se ba se uhwe aba no emu ya uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture obi se doctor mehwa no ahono mesrew enye hwe ahono nyina na yankwe baba so muati mo hwe ahono enti bema ne hwe ahono onko pa Amuzu P no nyina twetwe nko obi se doctor medware wi a na me hu nyina ya me hene ase hwe apia gu me so bema wo sa ha nyina no obehia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture Dr. Amuzu we midunso wi a na se junso ni bi tamayase the same Amuzu P no ene ese edise adwuma no ope doduo na atudi a ewo herbal shop biara mo ewo pharmacy drugstore any herbal shop biara bi wo ho se doduo pa na ope atudi a no ba yaso ye na otafun hia so Amuzu Junction be Moro Market no tafun hia so Amuzu Junction be Moro Market so Kumasi a no akodani herbal misi herbal pedan ko mu 2 bi sentombi Accra mu ko kanshi dragley mu bi sana na buwache Kingswalk Repash and Tinatet opa Amuzu P se mi se bi afra mi na 0247 776743 0247 776743 Amuzu P Herbal Mixture Mauji Hiochalo
Ensana nubinasha no manabo Ensa ben no
Amuzu Bitters
Wose
Amuzu Bitters
Twaso
Mesdames et bebre Meden chaso nkokora free oboase bitters asuyeye Your friend Dr. Mokolin, Dr. Penia me da adro ye heba center no. Na me sanso de nansie Emma Ghana fo nyina say doctor me ba no mo say sebi enye doctor ma betwa ntra nkyere Ghana fo say de na ebi mususu no say ye de sebi kasa ana ye de no. Ana say ye ba ne ye betum futu agu nkofo ani no da bi ebebedrofo enye nyina na ye tisa. Doctor me ka kire mu say obuase bites na de aba no eye dubina doctor me de say are o maso ye ha. Edro ye heba center ha na yakeka bom ne dia ye obuase bites no. Ampa maamunim wa otiminka ka kire wonu ya ne say obuase bites ne de doctor no eye dro pa wo. Se Ghana fo nyina atra ama awrade adaro mama dro no kra no atra boda. Eyensa ede na emum ye de no yaye ne say ye de nubina no afransa no ana ensa no atwe no adubina no ahode wo dubina no nyina de aba nsa nim ana ye de aba famfidiem ana ye bubu de aba edwa so said ye first no wo fa bia na na bi konwura ma no watutu dua hine dua chi no de abehye bites no na onom na kakra no ana say utimi ko dunsini bi kura ho no ma wadro say draw eji fa ko hye bites mpacha wati ase ha edro bi wo kura pa ye se ji ne konoa edro bi wo kura se ji ne fa koso edro bia ne na no adro ana se de ye de so ano nti obuase bites ye no nso ano na ensa no etino wo de ensa no fradu bina na eye adwuma pa obi a na ne ye kwa no operation obuase bites nti onom ye no echai obi a this was sheg ahwehwe ni once and wotimi anante de etasi nani so onom obuase bites no ni nyina afri nani so eye obi a ontimi mbuni nsa bosome nsia boso afi baako mfie mienu ni nyina no si otimi menstruate kama obi a wo hwan ne den Dr. Mokolens say abedin to okra de ebumi so omo minimum nyina afre doctor ye de bato doctor ya to bedin doctor ye de bato obi wo akọ hospital sa wo hu yare ne mpo wo hu ano aduro na obi a kire ne say kopa obuase bites ne bi o de no be 2 weeks nkakra ebeko ampa na eko ye da mo ase se muguso amodi aduro no ho danse amaye duro de tia na tie wa sabi yare bi hawo say sisi yare say koko say wani ene hawo ana wo ne hiawo ana nemu yare na ma be ma na fo ay ketekete ana bema obuase bites because the doctor anya obuase bites an kam ne me bu atopa 2000 as say ko ba bia obuase bites atopa 2000 edu banana na doctor ye de aye adwuma enu ti na wo say Ghana ha ba bia be fa bia obi ase obuase bites ye da mo ase na ebeguso nso aye adwuma pa e de amamo na mo hu say sabi obi no obuase bites anya se ensane na ene de o na emom awodin ewo mu no ana ebua na nipadua no nti wa otimi nkan ka kire wo nua no de watia for obuase bites no ka kire wo nua no nkotobi no hu say Dr. Abokolins no crojin tretrodo ana me ka kire mu se nubina no Dr. Abokolins me nubina no yesan so de akekaduro ene hwentia ne form wisa afra ana ye de aye ensafoforo kra frɛ no obuase 442 leko obuase 442 leko mpacho 442 no ye new information aba obu ensane din no enu ye friend akokra be 4 rounds enu de memedru kan bema ese akokra e be 4 rounds obuase 442 ye nkasa bebre ewodwa so odi okwa mepe obuase fo akekadru nsa na omodi aba ne bi doctor mentwa ntro se de obuase bites bae na mo hu se eyadubuna no mesrew sa na obuase 442 ne tie bema wa ye mre wo mpam na se friend akokra be 4 rounds now ya brand here dia ene e obekọ 4 no akọ 4 we are now the 2 na ene ha to aso obuase 442 e ya keka dronsa baby eton sa bia odi okọ aso pa obuase 442 bi doctor won twa ntro Ghana ha ene Dr. Mokolins waka ya jedi ntiaba ma ebini entra nhwe anase ya obuase gringo bites no dia ene botton kete ya party bia eno na Israel no binana efra no ai kat me pe Israel ha bam enro ni bia eno si obuase gringo bites ni nyina boa ni pedua no sabi enye ensa keke Dr. Mokolins medamu nyina mase ti okodwa so bia na se ni gieba ba bia na pesa wo yusu nsa pa obuase 442 leko obuase gringo bites ana obuase bites opiemu na ankasa na obehu sampa enubina ewo mu ankasa medamu nyina amase
102.9 Otec Sports.
Okay, nti yɛnkɔ yɛnim na yɛntoa so ɛwɔ Amuzu Herbal Clinic asoɛyɛ. Ɛne gye sɛ mo nko a na ɛwɔ hɔ da bia yɛka ho asɛm kyerɛ yɛkɔ so ne yɛaka kyerɛ wo sɛ Amuzu garlic bitters ne wɔ hɔ na ɛno ne boa ma nipadua no ɛyɛ adwuma yie. Na wo a wo problem wɔ dwonsom ɛyɛ anom Amuzu garlic bitters ebe control bibia ama wo dwonso na baka ma problem bia ma akyire. Wonso so a stroke achew wadru Amuzu garlic bitters de ye ne se ebiebie ntini ni ma mogya ne timi kɔba kama enti stroke achew a ɛyɛ bisa Amuzu garlic bitters na gibinom ɛbɛboa wo pa wo problem high blood pressure ɛno kra de ye ho adwuma simple ɛbɛma pressure na ba normal sanso na srade ɛdɔs wo nipadua ni mu a ɛha adwen pa Amuzu garlic bitters ɛna be reduce cholesterol no ama bibia koyi wo nipadua nim afei se koba ne se oda ontimi na so wo bɛda kete so saa wo bransa na watimi ada wadru Amuzu garlic bitters wani so ho adwuma kama enti unya any problem bia enti bia na wo so utie wani ne nhye da hu ade ye ato Amuzu garlic bitters nanom adwuma wo nipadua nim obi so ho a ye adwuma kakra bia na wabrɛ ɛbɛmo ahoɔden soronko ɛne se immune booster infection nyina Amuzu garlic bitters ho adwuma enti mi so ya na wape bi na Food and Drugs Authority for team so se dro papa esisi ni pedua no enti ya ko pharmacy shop bia mu herbal shop bia mu duwa bisa Amuzu garlic bitters open dodo a afra Amuzu Herbal Clinic number ne 0247 776743 0247 776743 Amuzu garlic bitters eno anebe boawo GKB Construction and Logistics adwumaku a ewo Kumasi Santasi apre na de omo ye nyina ne se eba ne se ope asase bi ato ana ope fi ato ana se ebia wonsoso owo fie bi a opese woton wasi fie bi awie siesie mu kama opese woton ana se ode anu nyansi nwie ebia wasi akase ebebo so kra na opese woton a ni nyina no eya na wahu GKB Properties o asase na opese omunyina mu ntoma wo a omadwuma ho te atese obetimi agye omadi ombeye ne pepepe a wo ha bia emmachi entia na oni omabonkomo afei eba no roofing ho nsensem a baabi a wo so kwa ye GKB roofing na ewo mu se sesei adwumaku pi ewo dwaman so de nemom ewo so okọ baabi a ombeye adwuma ne yopo ama bibia koye na opese odan no ye be estimate so ho na yehu nchense ahodo a yebetimi de aboso dodo yebetimi de aboso a eno yebeye ni free sanso ena open roofing sheet ahodo ni nyina bi ato a yebeton bi de ama long span ena afi self lock any abia ni nyina bi ho ena eba no wood fabrication nso ade beye roofing na de obeya ne se obefra GKB roofing sanso ena GKB construction de eba no concrete floor slabs no a omo so beye ho adwuma nyina ope bia no anso ne ombe kasa frameworks no omo awe dare ewom entitu anamon na ko Santasi apre na ekoba ne se opese oni omo bon komo nso a de obeya ne se obefre numbers a medi tudwai 0201 366 600 and 0246 248 275 GKB Construction and Logistics Vema Plus Limited ensu di nura hodo abedwa manso di nut capsules africhi ko ho adwuma enti yo ba na ko afichiri na uti pains pa no a amansanka di nut capsules ebetu sa ho ha ni nyina ase de afri ho sanso na bosome so a uhu hwe anase eba etwetwa sisi a afichi komu yawo nyina di nut capsules ene be ye free odi amantie nuanom ma no madru prekope di nut capsules eno achi little capsules enso wo ho enkabone wo wanumu a pebi enne beboa wo anase ekrota aba o minimu a Mr. Wadu no little capsules eno achi no esan boost immune system no ema kire se bibia ekoye de ma little capsules ebeboa wo pa eno achi X drive capsules eno nsi emema adru waist pain to asie low sperm count to asie wa otedua mu aye mre sori akakra bi na agoa mesrew edro na obeto no X drive capsules ebesiesie wo be ma wo mpam ama obi bia koyie sanso na Prostavite capsules ne de eye dwonso ho adwuma o dwonso kala no okura wo dwonso na hu kala no a na abo hu anase enka wo akira ano eden pa ni nyina no eye Prostavite capsules ene betu ase ayi ni nyina de free wa ma kama wa wo dwonso a wo te yawo anase dwonso ni ntimi mayie ebi ho nso so a chese ba ko anase wo ta dwonso ntentem sa wo hawo ni nyina no edu a ebetu ase free wo de ama no eye Prostavite capsules enti wo pe bia wo be frɛ Vema Plus Limited number is 0244 370 702 0244 370 702 Oko Freddy Men's Herbal ewu Kumasi ebi ho afi Danny Herbal Kolinak Herbal Misty Herbal ena Apidank Herbal ena afi pharmacy shops ne herbal shops a ewo Ghana fane nyina ukwa bisa Vema Plus Limited no ibi X Drive capsules Prostavite capsules Lito capsules ena Dinat capsules no ajibia no na aboa eno achi yemko Demavos event asuyeye omuna awe dare ewo event omye planning ni kama emani ye nika ombe coordinate bibia enkoba se braso se ye mankofu bi nsuo ana ye mebi mu aduane na omo e7 no cry hwe omo aye hu omo ana se aduane no cry empeja mesi baby e be serve dabi ombe coordinate bibia kama eba ni decoration nso omo ye mane ye fe wedding decoration afi birthday party decoration ombe ni nyina eye mpo na wo ye 1 week bi na wo ye na opese omo ye decoration ani nyina no obetimi afre the Marvels event omo wan manyi station post office wa ewu Kumase enti ya woni omo ntwetwe nkomo na buki omo ombe ye program no ehun tutue nyina e de amount kama from 0245 628485 0245 628485 and 0539 926464 the Marvels event omne be your program ne the amount ensu a obi enum bie esanse ye papa no eye Clear Park natural mineral water o pesashe wana e will be your bottled one ewo ho ena de odi besi dispenser ne so ni nyina nso ebi wo ho enti enum nsuo ni bi eye Clear Park natural mineral water ye de afam fidie mu aye no krogen ya chese efi bia eni hu produced under strict hygienic condition enti se wo ye wedding wo ye birthday party wo ye conference bi retreat bi na wo ye convention bi na wo ye eno ane se obe serve Clear Park natural mineral water e wase schools ahodo banks ahodo ena companies ahodo nyina monye Clear Park natural mineral water ni bi na mo serve your office wo ena de ani kan beba yare bia eni akire mesrewa ensuo ne de eye Clear Park natural mineral water upe bia manso dantano na wa eya no akọ Keniben Ventures afei Little Angel Ventures enso dunkwa Bamboo Sport Obsitwa wa opedodo bia obefre San Max Royal Company Limited 0558 001765 0558 001765 and 0244 041913 ensu papa no de eno ane Clear Park natural mineral water. It's my kitchen restaurant. Ehoni edidi me hutoye. Yes. Winner of Otumfo Excellence Award 2010, 2011, 2012, 2023. Yama continental, Chinese and local dishes. Now we ne bani se open natural free juice e dia peso ama o system ni mu akulu kama ne nyina bi ewo ho. Na free juice ne ye pineapple ginger. Your mango dear or your mixed fruit or your tangerine and a orange and so dear ho. Now your promotion. It's my kitchen restaurant. The TN say yes, promotion in any top point and kill catfish bako niemfa bako and so MP so. Yes, with banku. Na just say oh ko enim. Aha. Na your pizza Wednesday. Ukwa de bia the obeya say obeto pizza bako near the bako account buy one get one free. Sanso ena ye wo banku tilapia Thursday edu yawada eno ane so be fight my kitchen restaurant aha na udu ha wo de to banku and tilapia bako ne asanso edibia pewo so ompewe na opedien eba no local cocktails cakes ahodo ne smoothies ni nyina no a enye na ye ne kama ewo It's My Kitchen restaurant. Enti de obeya ne se woni ye betwetwe nkomo obetimi a oda no akire baby a wo ne ye dia brew kama nemom se ope It's My Kitchen restaurant akira kwan a eno ane se obeko Kumasi Babayara Stadium omo ben traffic light no a. For orders obe fresh 0265 707070 0265 707070 and a 0248 865046 Kudidi ewo It's My Kitchen restaurant na problem bia emechi afi yewie ewo full-time recruitment and travel consult Mr. Wasobi tu kwanya enko baby a ebe obukata amanfo ebu nkofo fasoma amanfo tini suo da bia eni edu baby a areho sa problem no and a full-time recruitment and travel consult enso so ayi ni nyina free ho na de tie ne se omne be ntutu ne kama so pese uko Dubai omse no kra de omtene te ombeje visa na ma owie ansa no ayi payment ne ba na adwuma nso de anye problem construction adwuma wo ho factory work adwuma wo ho warehouse e wo ho security adwuma na pese wo ya eno de eda form kra afei ye betimi de wako Australia na se ukuta degree in nursing and midwifery enye problem kra wonkotro nso hwe bia straight ne enye adwuma wo hospital de amount a chese no kra no family trip esansu wom New Zealand nso obi a wo kira de wo eye SHS bia esansu ye family trip oni problem over full-time recruitment and travel consult limited ni aye bibia kama de amount ye wo work permit visa ewo France, Poland, Denmark, Netherlands, Spain, Italy, Slovenia and afi Germany nso na Germany se wo ya accountant enye problem omre adwuma ho nye nakra drivers nso saa afi construction adwuma anase utimi ye adwuma wo restaurant ubetimi a serve wo your bar be man ubetimi a serve kama wo restaurant ye dudu Germany a enye problem sisi a na yenye adwuma de amount Luxembourg nso unimeduane no apa ana wo ye electrician anase obi a nso utimi ehwe fie ye de pani gya wa behwe ni kama ye de mofra gya wa behwe ni kama na chese watu edi Luxembourg ye be ntutuye ni nyina de amount monso amoye forklift operators no misrel ye wa adwuma ewo Norway any Ireland construction wom afi security wom ena chese mua mutimi ehwe fie nyina enya asem keto akra Canada ye de obekwa unya problem bia United Kingdom Fabra na full-time recruitment and travel consult limited enya ntutuye ni nyina emau kama na USA ye visa supporting documents afi appointment date booking USA ni Europe nyina full time for be ni kama di amount eba no hotel reservation flight reservation on be ni simple ope birth certificate ana uhia passport o de from Schengen visa crowd o say 100% guaranteed student visa so sa chese unya problem bia nemom woni ye monkomo full-time recruitment and travel consult limited number simple 0504 161729 0504 161729 and 0532 89 3025 yechira kwan Sofo line off Complex Road White Angels Academy omo premises one abi hu full-time recruitment and travel consult limited no mo de wetu kwan boko
ensana lubina shano manabo ensa ben no
Amuzu bitters.
Wose
Amuzu bitters.
Amuzu bitters. Twaso.
All right, Kofi Adase, yankwa anymore. Na yanhwe nsema ewo ho. Eneso na Georgia ewo Bawaleshi. O konkran ya. Bawaleshi School Park ne so Monday bia. Footballers both past and present. Womunyina akusheshia wo ho. No mako bobo. Monday special ewo la Bawaleshi Park ho. Former AC Milan superstar, the only African footballer waje FIFA world best. Former president of Liberia, His Excellency George Apoma Nawia. And then now owo okobobi. For those of you are more share on Facebook and YouTube no. We George Oponwia 1995 FIFA Footballer of the Year. The whole we are seeing now. The whole world. On a J. Best player. Not both for AC Milan. Tineno one crime. Kobo Boni be. A Monday special. Players be breba. Where anyway. Gago no. Say Gago dentana Gago musu bobo Italy na de Antoni Momopa. Aha. Mohamed Gago no. Nancy, I'm the last week Jordan I used to kobo bi wo ho. And there's na Ajiman Bedu Richmond Boachi Adom no mu nyina wo hobby. Kobo bi kama. Mu de Accra Bawleshi Monday special they don't go there. Superstars nkwa and a kobo ti George Oponria. Aha, on to be ball hone and then yasem ketwa. Na and then I had to full get part Didi Dramani hun to more official or Monveli, you know, as head coach of the club. Or no, and an assistant Abdullah Ghazali and a goalkeeper's coach Najau Isa. Omunyi na also a Jumama Santiago Tokopen, and then officially team no a power muntuma. Na events na say na Masu Didi Dramani. Ye boni din gini chire ye ma bibia course wie no o J Mike e no chire nsem kakra yenti nsem a odi tuja.
Our very cherished media faces of our dear country Ghana. I'm very honored and delighted to have my first interaction, and I want to say that I'm honored to also serve in the realms of Accra House of Folk. I try to understudy the vision of the board, which is the direction of the club, and trying to institute a clear direction with consistency and sustainability. And we try as much as possible to put in place a more progressive development approach. And so we acknowledge what had been instituted over these years. It is for us to keep the consistency and keep improving structures. More importantly, very comprehensive technical programs that will improve individuals and also the team. I must say that to help do this, you need to build a comprehensive technical staff. And just behind me, I have a work in progress technical, building of a clear technical staff of Ghazali Abdullah, Najawi Isa, Peter Edubuafo, Henry Mante, and a whole more to come in, because we're speaking about Accra House of Folk. We have the female side, we have the academy. And so if our aim is to institute a vertical integration of the youth into the mainstream, then it means we need a clear direction, and then we need a consistent and a more sustainable approach across all the divides of what we try to do. And so what we are doing is to begin to put in place the right measures and to consolidate what has been instituted. And I will entreat the media to give us the needed support. I will entreat the board to continuously support the technical staff who build a culture of a winning inhabitants within the club, and that is part of the processes that is going to affect from shorter term to a longer term objectives. And I believe that we have what it takes to be able to bring these functions into play. They gave me the opportunity to pick who I really love to work with, and so I bring along people that I believe and trust that we will be able to institute, and that is why I keep using we. I cannot do the work alone. I need people to join the vehicle so that we can move across House of Folk to the next phase of its development. Has a very huge tradition, and we need to build a clear culture within this tradition, and then we need to consolidate a clear philosophy and a clear style of play, so that when we appear, everybody can tell that this is House of Folk. When our youth teams are playing, everybody will appreciate that they try to replicate what the first team is doing.
Okay, eno Masoud Didi Dramani, and won the official unveiling I say, and our audience me too. The first assignment by yes and Yami Adma Kwesiada or the Kotoko Chibetu form. Aha, and the first assignment. Na ebeyetare chesenya sem ketua, but before that no yentie ensemo a ode atudwa
Owura Kwesi Ajiman or a board member, right? Yeah. Abra unveiling the course no. Some opinion the two Jaffa did the Dramani home.
Phobia. 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 Beautiful people, beautiful colors. All right. So first off, I want to thank the Almighty God for giving us this day, beautiful day, and the opportunity to share this platform with our new head coach. Coach who is not new to all of you, but we believe from the board level that he has what it takes with his team to deliver what we want. And so I want to thank first our board chair, executive chairman, Toby Afedi, and then members of the board, all our various stakeholders, especially our fans, the chapters, they are here in their numbers. And so we want to thank you for responding to the call to be here. This is a family affair. We need our fans to believe in the vision of the board, and that vision will be translated on the pitch through the technical team. And that's why we're here to lend our support to Coach Didi and the team around him. We are entering a new phase of Accra House of Folk, where we believe that the results must show, where we believe that the trophies must come as it was before. And so, like the continental club master that we are, we believe this new season that we are going into, starting from Sunday, where we are playing the President's Cup, to the tournament that we are going to play in Nigeria, and then thereafter all the other games, the Democracy Cup and everything, we are going in with that new mentality of who we are, Accra House of Folk. And so I want to welcome Coach Didi once again. We've worked before in the past in various capacities, and I know what you can deliver, and you can have the assurance from me, coming from the board and the executive chairman, that the board is going to support you fully in the discharge of your duties. We want to create a winning mentality around the team, and so we look forward to seeing you all at the stadium on Sunday as Coach Didi hopefully wins his first trophy for Accra House of Folk.
All right, so with regards to Didi winning the first trophy for House of Folk, potentially on Sunday na papa ne kan wansem no nekotoko trainee and entourage from the KMA and then the residency the regional office na regional minister in the office wo the regional minister ni KMA boss opanyina ndin de Zuba omo ekokotoko training grounds na omo call no the course wo nya asem ketwa ene esikache ene boshe akese na omo de koma akotoko players no Yanshas you run a ding Eddie Kinzuba on a KMA boss. Your video of more visits also on yen Facebook no. And also Kwasia Piana only diomo air copy in some Makusia players no. Na Kinzuba yenti nensamo dia tuja and I would tuja wabra ushia players nene.
Fabulous, the best. Fabulous, the greatest. Fabulous. Very good. Edika Baba Gacha, Mr. Jumedina Yedi Nina, the Pompon Sono Kuye, Eva Ashanti Regional Minister. Na Abibia Kotokone has a bonnet de Tipe, not as a Ashanti for your Cosano. Na or say Yahu Ahobua, Yade Cosano. Na I'm saying Premium of Banyamaka, say, be a Regional Minister Sumame. Inti Okase, a mercy mono, or no one Casa Baba. Nti enewie mu yo ha dwumadi a regional minister o mambeja number bedi na no so no aba bedi sanse kwese da ebe matcha eda yenim no nkafo na to beta mai geta ka regional minister so obehye aka me yo so obehye regional minister so no so behye edi so obehye dia no so ba behwe ni team na ho bobo a tenemu hu ya regional minister ba behwe si dia place no fit na ye o say ye edeboa na motivation no e form na place no sunsun basoro no mukodi dwuma no ma kumase ene asanteman na kwese da se de tibia na ye de ha 3 tosom de tosun sia no mo se nyoma fe ene yen no mugina ya na mu na mudi sa dwuma no mai.
Okay, so eno ene nsemo apanyini di tudwa ma video ni ntwengu be ma na mamfo hwe bi na Kinzuba as our pledge say Kotoko vote Michelle has 5 a go be $200 into Michelle 5 now $1,000.
nya kamba my 5 goals eti go ba ku bia $200 go ba ku bia $200 and ye ba park na ne de ba go ni to ma 200 ne ya mu twa 5,000 ne de atwa to eti mu se kwese da go bia be se bia dollars da mo sha has
Okay. All right. So, $200. Yeah, I hope that Uncle says I made video in video. $200. This is so honorable. All right. Now, Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakohine, she players nim kra, you know.
fabulous great the madam na yabo mabashi and say mo match bia ma hwebia no mama me sense from say do president's cup na minia Greater Accra Regional Minister nkra na wo to say na Dr. Davena Moba am so ye ba ye kuma pema de afem de ebeba afem de ma wunkum kra sa na bibia ba simpim yenu ni na ye de ko Accra na ye de akọbọ match nti ye wo ho ma on that day ne be boa mo we supporters mobilization any bibia mo be hia bia mo be yedu a mo betimi ahye animonyam e wo ho ye jimudi enim se mo be yo e de amaye e be se ye ka kotoko a asante akoma otufo ohedutu na etim de o se ahodi bia mo ta mochi e ma mo hye animonyam nyame ya adoma da kwase da no o se ye make sure sa ahodi no aye available to the team and the encourage them. And I'm glad say new players no ya more integrating now so that you will be able to play together well as a team na matimi a share animonyam yankopon ya adoma eda kwase da ye dimudi nim so say they are God willing Sunday nkunimdi e besa dia ba ye kumasi ye wo say kurum na nkunimdi aye dia nti ye beda mase na me adoma Sunday ne ye ya ba stadium hosu ene mo aba be jujuma no kopem se ye bebo bibia be wi a ye de medals be gu komu a ye ya ba be so mu bi so be gu komu e de ama mo nti ye be hye mu nkura be ka tem se ye nya mo nkwa se mo nkwa na monya ye ta machi a bibia mu a ye wo ho ma mo bi be si ya fabulous
all right, so eno ye Dr. Frank Amwakohine na yetene Kanu na ne nyina mu no o ma players na 10,000 Ghana cedis and kan 100 million se o mo nche o mo mva pensuo ne dokodoko bi nom na afa enso mu kutu pa na afa kwasi ada o mo tingu house for so na bibia anya kama ma Asante Kotoko player odi o manim odi Kotoko team na nim agi bibia daase e Henry Kwame Ansu
brother was encourage some what their brain there we training grounds and that's a match can see na you who training grounds are a member na the core matching and a playing body so like a bear show me say that's and the young go in match the concordance say be which my win cup no a share something dash
okay ti sana course so na there was one big story be there by regarding Ashanti Regional Football Association chairman Ora Kotoro wa granting interview be babiti but answer na the first dama Dr. Eben on the Hepa Plus in Lunaba to make confirm nunu be Hepa Plus Pavi Plus Mos the fearsome 3 beboa mo nya hoden beboa mo gina ye beboa ama well being no etumi akosoro pa e ba na sa de bia no na chese wo sresre enigie mu ahoɔden mu because bibia yɛ okay wɔ honam ni mu mesrɛw Hepa Plus Pavi ɛna Plasmos ne woni nsuo ɛne ɛwɔ to pae ntini nyina no ɛbɔ adwuma kro na de opɛ bia de obetumi anom ama na abo bia no wanom what you say herbal shop and pharmacy bia na wo de ofre Dr. Eben na nkomo bi wɔ kira na na di 0542 778572 0542 778572 and 0542 807907 abapa mo so dwadie koye papa didwa abapa mo sanse wona odidwa hu sampa wotumi aton ne mapa a chese ne bo no so ye kama pa abapa mo se eni kwanse de bia na ofa cars o ba o maso ya bididwa da bi sometimes we dey frɛ o keke ne ka de ohia na wo mo deliver ma tafo 3 miles sakasaka park na nim ho na wo mo shop yi ewa udu onu ma se wo pe home appliances wo pe furniture wo pe provisions wo pe toiletries chese dwadie bia pese odi bia no eya bapa mo ena omo so pe live band kra bra o mema Hepa Plus live band no mo akwa kudi djuma bia wudie sanse Hepa Plus live band for no wo mo eya de pa eyie wedding bibia sofo a wo crusade frɛ wo mo na omo mranti abapa mo any Hepa Plus live band 0593 386 133 0593 386 133. Now if you watch Ejadu bitters papa ebeboama chese usisi yare ni nyina adwane wanu mu beda ho am watumi de die ha nti mana mote anka na nwumere se ukuru ntumi ni di a wo de wa bora sport bi ana je full bottle nefa be she fridge mu no ntwa ne kakra no ni die sanze de ya ne so be bre ho aye aduane na nwusie ko ni nya anwa tuhye wo ne ade be wie na ukuru odinza wo mu anu asori ko ha adwen ye bia nyese aduane na wonim ye o nyese waduane nyede ede pa na nso ni appetite ti wo de o ma ni twa Ejadu bitters ni bia no wadi define ama bibia e kama Ejadu bitters helps ne de share no eboa tutu yare bi te se gonorrhea ne nchese mana white ni mudi asie be ma no esua o pese e kese a nubina bi wo ma be boa ye pa wa atenka no wo fom anu watwa bi eno so boa ma sexual live no so koyie so an wo sexual performance be kosro na face obi a ontumi na Ejadu bitters utwa bi be boa wo pedodo atu anu afre 0244 674 927 0244 674 927 nemu ba ko bi ne 2 ne 3 thought bi na patwa no bora sport bi e ben na afi waka hye no so se lotto for CM fanto lotto agent for ti se chama biola ene chama njumfo chama edi ne chese squad ni nyina anim woko Ashtown so a Big Adams woko a hona mu nyina ewo omu nyina mo CM fanto monim sanso na sub agents any writers odugu ne squad ni nyina mu nyina azum ntie ne obi o twa lotto bia se free 1st July which is a china 1st July free a china kono tie ye so obi so twa too sure too director ewo papers ba ko so no ana ticket ba ko so no men twa mane mru 20 cedis we try 20 cedis to ban so twa too sure 30 cedis a di kan twa 20 ewo ticket ba so next ticket no twa 10 ewo so na 30 no men ko tro 30 ni nyina mom ewo ticket ba ko so e ban sa no abane boa wow yes I mistake no anyway ko twa e nyina no aye mo ka tie or say stakers ne count mu amukutwa lotos mu ntie ne ye wokọ na ye tro ne sa ma na say one correct ni pa no na ebo a ukokota enye ye bi no so twama no so je mu nyina maboka especially wa wudi usika kutwa because won e be show pa o mu ntua emra na aba no ti wotwa ne kese kwa 20 cedis 2 direct and 3 direct wotwa ne kese pa ewo ticket ba ko so ye 5 cedis and now the baby con 1 to 90 so we try to kese pa 5 cedis ewo ticket ne so wa be aso bracha ko twa na kese ne ade ne bo amasa ayemu nyina aka ti we ne nkai bo ewo ho alright chairman Kotoro na Osei Ketokraku wo boy adwuma ozo no ne kwesi nyanteche adwuma pen na ogusu ne kete ya adwuma na ohwe adwuma kete ne ya na me no kure ni ampa or fix fundamentals no
na me wo nyantechi administration mu worket administration mu I can say eniema eye how am I saying so obviously say ye bibia na yenhwe se beko animu ket administration fix fundamentals of which we are very much aware but results no MAE HSS structures no intiminya the needed dividends no and also see nya butre ni ehwe for some time is going to really help and we shouldn't lose sight of the fact say ket kwesi administration no ka ho ni nyina ho and obviously with the experience we nya that time no and this time what body or sign enya by ways of say or administer football in the country maybe for say we see nya butre man yes now the policies now was set up no yen hwesi so no especially what we term as fixing the fundamentals no yen hwesi so be ni yes na ye ni here enye nne ne BPO some time to come yen nyina be hu I'm giving you a perfect example the cat then young refereeing policy idea bia say ye hwani ya in the few years to come no be dominating refereeing in the country gone are those days ne hu ni say bia referee no ye bia adwene nko a anamrika kakra nko a na adisua so wom enkole ya omo ka janye omo most of them I will say all of them are schooling and obviously age no so a you introduce omo akọ referee mu no form, which means or more a longer lifespan in officiating. And see a 2 year boy, I see it training or more. If they drew baby, I think say bit million plus worth. A bio say ye share your codes from the grassroots. Never third, second one, a beboa. Another good policy, a ma football. A ma football, no, I want to say Division 1. Division 1, a women's league, any abo. Even though it's very competitive, I can say teams, and no, so sir. We've been in consultation with GS. Going forward, no. Say any Bema secondary schools, no more interested, no. Almost introduce you to start women's league, Then you mobile dear crana, a beboa. Near share a way to assist whereby interest on the cost. Intimidate me, who say Biano, Abu train was senior, now be a rule on tries to be playing here.
And sana lubinasha no manabo. And some pain no.
Amuzu bitters.
What's it?
Amuzu bitters.
Amuzu bitters. Twaso.
All right, 9:41. You want that?
Yeah.
Share and some numukakra. Officially, I'm now expected is unveiling for far too long. But I'm saying finally, Abaso ever had to focus here. Yeah. Didi Dramani is officially the coach of Hearts of Folk, and we are one. Kotokoso and Omunya interact from the residency and original office and the KMA and NFA. So Kotoro say, Ket is indeed fixing the fundamentals. Can you boom na into?
Yeah, true. We pay for car. I say, Mr. Ufrudia. Na there be Ufrudia na usia. Se we see anameboa like o tali duane ho na so branches no na oba form a we see anameboa and as we free duane soro e be hwe form puma and also why then we see but ideally but ideally no the best ni say me sure so obi be fruit dua no a sheda say o jane ho from soro abebo ho
se duane nwade a
me ka dua e was so the entire make us and say has unveiling now kind eventually omo unveil omo by sending na make no before aka didi ebe start adwuma no nanka omo unveil ne kama so nanka was start adwuma but that notwithstanding no still has to folk unveiling and Kanu oche and sama coach Didi Dramani edit two dwana Kanu kasapa and some the doors so yentimi nkan nyina but baby ba ko kan catching my attention and he said omo bepe a clear identity e the Amahas team no an identity say House of Folk team no e bobola obun say yes e has na boy utie ne nsem ni ya House of Folk e wo under 17 omo under 20 which is the Auroras omo e ma team e wo ho
the Oaks
are currently I mean a ma football no
Oma qualify
qualify to Premier I think and no omo super champions and a champion of champions and omo say win into Omaji League which is qualification to the Premier Omasaji FA Cup and then no champion of champions no Musa J and tinyi nyina no e was has e make sure so mbenya clear identity e di ama omo various teams just like
so identity Barcelona style of play
okay. Just like earlier Barcelona there no ko Barcelona on himself from the La Masia no omo style of play no e tiki taka na meboa
sure yeah
enti from hono na odi a wura nkwala ni ma ebe pem say omo bedru the senior team ti say House of Folk e ba be call that way up a clear identity e di ama omo main team ne dia megidi say be boa pa from omo under 17 no the Auroras un say House so one team a omo nya kwan e graduate omo players and I say youth players omo ba the senior national team just this afternoon
senior team
the senior team just this afternoon and I mean who say House of Folk likely some be promote one midfielder be a friend of Abdel Bassett from the Auroras omo youth team e the naba the main team and I say the senior team a Chelsea say who Hamza Isa or no so from Auroras any promoting at least House of Folk our history of promoting players from the Auroras to the main team and I say the senior team yenim the history of musical team na then Dr. Nyahu Tamaklu build the edema has team say has to folk benya a clear style of play and also identity in their player me gidi say ebebo team no but ebeye adwuma pa normally say coach Oba say na say the senior team na say main team ne nioma ekoyi Kanu unya kwan implement sa nioma no baby oka about so more build on building infrastructure ne nioma bebre but the moment a season ne be start Kanu na team no main team no results no emma ehona ya pressure no eba.
I think also more hear a lot about communication
one
because what tie did in some now as a the concentration no enye solely on senior team no a winning game
Debbie
obeso build a structure obeso my system be more how to focus about benefit club no in future
yeah
ti say I say supporters be nyasa or train because they say it's all here they wanted Watara out because we feel say be na results ni
yeah
and deeper na urban no omo very much expectant say I was a result eba
yeah
and is a started na ekoye yes an bia one omo man pressure pa but I was say obi na chire supporters ne say
very good
enya no nko a ne ade ehia at the moment. Yes, I was a team ni winning had to focus on winning games. But then concentration no more of a projector ABI best succeed in 2-3 also nya lifespan you get
sure.
it. I mean
so did you sign 2 years and me sure say as a has to
no 71
say 2 years you know normally club there so ye bibia o take a risk and also hear the positives and then the negative menim there ebia say did start na project no mu hu ni say year and I say machon kakra me sure so be try so at all cost no omo ebe den ene ne be kasana wa extend it
anyway
by whereby so ono so after 2 seasons no bon say ebia nyoma nkoyie no ono so the chance will be move out but Kanu ni nsema wa kana say has team no omo edit to ho send your kind the communication was say down to the supporter name some no can be bro because of time intimi ncheche mu ye and when you say bro for no so there coach Didi the technical terms you know obeto ne bo acheche mu kama nti no e was say name some waka e wo press conference na say no has folk team no efa no mo communicate well to the supporters ye Didi ebe expectation no was pa but yenya abotrem fama no all by no or be build this structure be the ama has to folk and o training some kwa and you playing body no kwa
rebuilding communication be fa biom the but men are rebuilding your back
be fan say ye who promises bia so e bia say last season ade ba kwa ma has team no omuyi Watara free no medical ka say in terms of the points no nyae any the position now or the has a two and the Kenya bad but matches be bra has to folk ebo and Kanu and some supporters ne can say matches ni bo has e wini but who any pattern of play bia and once will be a possible no from eche ba papa na has ashe ne be at the end of the day ni age 3 point but your matches be bra me kan has ni Legon cities ewo UG Stadium or University of Ghana Stadium has a winnie no enye Legon cities a game bia has boy I think second round mustatia or mu winning matches to us two but na supporters ni complaining said the ball na has team na airborne Kanu who any pattern of play bia and one say defenders ni nya boom no ma pajama strikers no defenders nya pe no ma paja ball no nti ade ba ko a e ma na supporters na empe coach Watara eya hasufuk omo ball na no omo ball na se nyefe nti se didi abai Kanu na se omo ni se has team no improvement abum especially in terms of omo play on the field of play bia there's a pattern se has team no se ye tiki taka omo timi at least a stringy passes by 4 5 6 bi has team no who se eye me fan se 4-4-2 no omo bo a
unhu party no say 4-2-3-1 unhu party na at least supporters say be monso betina say analyze say oh coach in the first season ye even say when team win trophy amaye na say has team no able good football or team build a strong team e de ma has me fan so mu team na me dey say supporters no e benya time amani nti me no ya adwen say the communication no e was say cut down pa na omu cheche nioma e de kire has supporters no and for now the goodwill and answer the backing coach Didi Dramani enya no me gidi e se Kanu e betimi ama na enya a good start and there's no better start than weekend yi say Didi etimi enya a win for Hasufuka Kanu e be a good start because say has name mo share kotoko ache enti we sure say Didi era no say e be koyi ana say enkoyi no majority no ebegina weekend e game so timinya a win for has dia ebeboa pan yi and the technical team no Kanu Abdullahi Ghazali experience obi at least wa coach Kotoko wa coach Basake Holy Stars or experience in pan yi for Najao game yenim se Ghana ha if not the best or you're one of the best goalkeepers trainers
top 2 top 3 should be
there so until has a strong technical team omu nyina no se na nyina no ma coach Kotoko nti omu nim Kotoko history omu nim Kotoko culture eba se Kotoko ne as bebo a ombetimi e de aboa your friends has team no na obi so ka se Kotoko nso afa your friends Hamza ono so at least the last time I has to folk G League you know on any boss and a boama has a G League to ono so enim has to folk omo so star kakra eni mo history kakra ni mo culture to ono so de beboa Asante Kotoko team nti Sunday game ne Kanu e be ye interesting pan yi Kotoko sana nse wote se ka broni coach bi na ba na wante
broni bi
ba se say there's some settle on
Zito
Zito coach na no ban Kanu no ye Brazilian your friend Leonardo Neva onna na eba but the woman say Kotoko team ni nyina agya tum say there be e wo say Zito na to aso ema even mention akra enya input kese pawum say there be this time no coach Karim Zito na to aso or your former younger wa coach younger pen Brunino wa coach Goma here ewo Kenya and wa coach Vipers mso pen Rwanda to a coach na wa already so be accept $4,500 per month salary we say ka Bruni ewo form kakra de but still
Bruni 4-5 year ben best Bruni wa coach 4-5 year
not just ultimate say but see Kotoko settle on Karim Zito on no be adwuma but we Kotoko no mo training ground as a senior team players in bebre na mayo
we report we na me who foreigners ni mu bia wo
foreigners ni ma ba mu ba kon so no Kotoko as so mo trick crowds goalkeeper Kamara yes Kamara issue ne say o hwe ne contract with Asante Kotoko currently no or per contract extension with an improved salary and the demands are demanded from Asante Kotoko no or per salary increment to $5,000 a month and then all pay
Kufila bini paro
Kufila bini when ya as a offers be from Tanzania ewo ho nti or make his side demands say Kotoko increasing his salary to 5,000
indirectly or pushing him out
yes and ne ikra open matters around $50,000 na all demanded as ne enticement fee all demanded from Asante Kotoko no so $50 much so when you offer or Tanzania I say or na nioma improve with the demands from Asante Kotoko na Tanzania hona odineni ebechere
now for sign 1 year pay
the contract no meaning say 1 year no sign or so. I want to believe that 1 year because any 1 year can make it demand
1 year so I doubt. But I was finding out.
Because a player only may work contract there. Say you want me make it.
No, say 1 year they send a contract ni unez or kono mabiem no na. Because almost sign season
sure.
The season is over there.
And I make a call sign 2 years and so once our contract in end there no. Want me make it demands.
I said the approach be bar.
When the usual players to me a sign contract. E wo mu a no ma improve contract no. Wow, ebia me be say me use French player be example.
French player.
Mfano say
use Kopama.
Ebia Kopama. Ebia all about Chelsea no. Chelsea for fees genuinely ebia deserve 50,000 pounds a week. Based on the profile of the free city bano no from city not to be on be month to 50 year. But buy no ade oye no one season say eye pa ti yamfa bia nka ho a anhwa no be discover that na nti 50 contract na ye twam is here the call e be 100
130
say the be ya boy no nani beje no abo
eno ye club no but we dey was say player no a demand
yes say player ni demand is a club ni gituma club ni bitu ya namboa
okay o demand a contract extension
that means the contract e wo ho no ewu ana
enwi
okay
endumi muzuza bi okotoko sign 1 year 1 year say enya possible minim the contract number of years or signed but I doubt say 1 year moreover nke 1 year senga kotoko aye fly dana sejana kwa because contract nke wuda dada
se bia
ba kotoko
peno into omo pen no so no and also be makotoko initiate talks.
Sure, I understand but me say ono no player no can contract the wua what you say and I bed to understand that at this point kotoko mum ne I mean kotoko pen anka minimum means input
my 2 point about we share one common na odie na it looks more like player nanya offer.
Yes,
we and now
offer na badia mo improve my contract
yes or I leave
simple sana ina kwa kwe awa badaze me ka tia say
so when you offer eno no ntimi pushi kotoko
oh that be tio awa me Otec FM station B abaso me say ebia muma me 1 city
with the example
munya ni 2 now yes meko what you say yes me be say me try na me ye
me was when Otec no contract
yes
our contract
of which is possible so make na to me because one ba on beton ako so what camera on beton ako me boa
sure on beton
omo beton ako no omo the capacity to buy or beton ako ba me say me ye adwuma wa hanti me sira mo da mu nya me market no bibi na me nto aso wa ha me be say me ko ho ba se mo ntuma nya bibi dia me ko
say ye be ye hu bibi but also untimi mfa ye nko position bi a office ebema station ho akire no
very good
once no work contract ebia na oje 1 city o se yema 10 cities there be station be ka se there be 10 cities em fam ma
and untimi
ya be ma 3 cities
so wa no atone ho out of contract
say ewom sa so obetimi aton ho out of contract dia
onye so ono kwa na eton ho out say team na oba no ebia wa ba kotoko say oh ye ton camera $100,000 mitua okọ
but no cry and say Camara ni kotoko contract there they was say Camara refer club no to kotoko
sure
at this point
I also refer club no to kotoko because you cannot talk to my player when I am not aware so what I say nti ebi so ana na kotoko nye sure of Camara nti ebi omo ye no 1 season pebi and wabo season na wie and when ya that offer no any be ebe man komo na ye din for kotoko but say yes na say aka even 1 year left on his contract. He has to refer the club to kotoko
sure club to club anyway I want to as well
yes senti
watch
say minister no visit in there Kanu a good so what I
say Oma is because president your body as president and munyam ninti no Ashanti region for mun deal with Kotoko, Greater Accra for mun deal with Has.
By so Greater Accra minister ko has training ground.
Say be our veteran of Bekwa, say say we give him happy.
But me, I want to believe say nye because of say president ka. We say already omo akopen.
Enu ye mayor no na
Zuba na
regional minister enko
vetin na meti say okaso we Kotoko ni.
Oh enu dey say Kotoko matches bi kra was it match be kra omo FA Cup game omo win is it the quarter final omo win wa hakra na say oba pa unso no taba na oba so ade bi ohwe ne Kotoko jese and a good in a way omo I mean support Kotoko team na so omo show mo kra
am Sunday match the gate fees say
free
say
so obetimi akọ
free na utimi foka akọ stadium ni ye man ya
free yenje free ba me sure say be a VIP ho no na wo be hia accreditation na complimentary bi
one restricting na bazawara from bejuafa we dey almost on the dem kwan
all right ma me fancy
Martin me that say yo obani yenkwe anamu munchamo na yenye yenkwe na dia
o dem ma say scandimra
say na kotoro dia no monte ana so Ogranti interview no Western region right
oni mi boss kuntu butelezi
kuntu
has issues media na because sense misu adidi kika yenye na adwuma o enti no minim se cameras ni gina ho nti na okoki kan sem bisa was we be build this structures be ya foul se we head coach 2 years beye team ni emfa mobo no wo pitch ni so compete ni emo ehomodin Ruby Amorim ne so wo be build structures ama Manchester United from junior team to one no wa chere the way
in terms of employment you know and I say men can say fan no
has for statement o mo de ba ye ni hwe o mo say following a comprehensive evaluation of the technical team and player performance in the recently concluded Ghana Premier League season, the board of Accra Hearts of Oak has implemented strategic changes to strengthen the team. Effective immediately, Coach Masudi Dramani has been appointed as head coach on a 2-year contract.
I say we say press statement.
But
the contract details in Kofi.
What background no me buy no.
That be say no muntimi.
Omo say oma evaluate team ni performance in the just ended season. And oma implement a strategic changes. Based on that, they have appointed him for 2 years. Na 2 years ye build the structures. Coaches wo madwuma ye structures structure building and coaches build the structures.
Yeah, you need Jurgen Klopp impact when you Liverpool.
These guys were managers.
That's all. So maybe I find manager Accra so fu.
Coach, head coach.
Maybe at you Kofi. Names no bet me differ by roles bet me say. You get it.
Anyway, says can
a company via any house in the portfolios. Oba Kobe no, we be friend technical director. We call we be friend director of football. The same role na no munyi performing.
But we were not technical director.
No, me example na me yes. What as so you could be say be our head coach or out of folk. But it be a some task can say. Making sure so be to me build some playing style be from the senior team no to the juniors. So be about coordinating with Aurora's coach name is Tegum some head man team no near that. Then they sit down and say this is how to folk as a football club and a sporting entity no. Yeah, brand of football if I say about henceforth ni.
Okay.
To both as a fra
o de ma say scan libra ba mati wasiu na kofila bi metia sisi e de mendwe mahas de o maka akire wiase no e na me gina so de akasai.
Okay.
Se omo other responsibilities I was saying community wo na no say kotokofo your announcement we almost say or your assistant coach and head of the youth team me boa na ne Hamza de na
Hamza oben yeah
aha into the says kadi wo de me kotoro de na nanka minya time so o wɔyɛ kasa ɔbɛte so
opa boy no wie na channel
and I fan coach na
da bi eta bewa
okay
ebu ni echina bi abeba na nzem eba na akase bebre ye kode nzem bebre na besi echi
o say
what time
e ho na asem ni wo de opa ma yente ho but me de kotoro wo ka ensem no tra wa maye nuoma bi anyina so aye bitimi de di nkomo no e yar me mpesa nkomo no so wo be ka tre me say owura keto kreku was why better than Nyantechi because we fix fundamentals now.
No, I'm not sure sir he says we better than
okay was we fix fundamentals and there's what kind
fixing the
fundamentals ni dey here
no wa chire mu no
me man
one cut them young refugees
cut them young they used to have the same policy there na you almost from say junior refugees or say young refugees
and time now
Nyantechi time.
Oh, but
the same policy was there. Be a more rename na media. That's fine.
Or say card. So on Nyama was stating
now so football.
Na ma football. Ne once they make those points near there. And we now so they cause a cat fix fundamentals. And clearly we can all attest say under cat you a bit of improvement on my boom. Me boy. And I cut them young referees now. We just.
I want to mean two more.
Almost I shall say yeah. Juma come on, boy.
Catch them young no na we hu bia na
some system
na we catch them young for the performance no mo tre no e ma you crashe bi say that ni be koyie because catch them young for equate me ko di matches ma e be wi ase ensem ma e ba no ankofo krampo believe say catch them young for no kra no they have been compromised ma unso bi ma officiative division 2 matches ni ade ombe wi ase na hey. So, you see, refereeing in Ghana, the fundamental issue, no, and yet, the catch them young as them no. How do we get referees to officiate games? So, we genuine errors and conform me say, ya compromise you munti no my side. So, as you see, yeah. And referees near both season, we are a kagum Ekagum bro. Yes, you introduce a Premier League club bia enya your friend is saying women's league and a team. But have we monitored how those people are handling a man? If you adopted teams Nibia, they don't care about them. They don't care about them. How many of the teams no more adopted my teams and omu kura umumu a omu support omu activities.
Example ben na wo ma wa.
Example ni say Kofi Labi FC yese me mpe ma.
No, me realistic example nya Kofi Labi FC. Mame tell wo kan sem so based on the wo kan no. Chemze club team A team B wakofa team we are won twen Kofi you dey kasa mi
Kofi team no ba adopt ye no boy
ko actually. Imagine Premier League team na on waji atum so the Premier League players in 2 months no na my team or adapting of
my example
my team no
be City's ball Premier League they are in the requirement no club licensing requirement no also adopt a team into or adopt bi and na scandi can we no say member ne de no kra no
member no call the
5 months so
what the cases was it there be say too
see the what they chinamu because person me that time my list no man na one by one
so we Premier League
so and same be who senior don't think say we can baby nti enru baby o people will discuss and ye be fan one by one hwe ya e be wi ase no na kweti say what to futura gu nkofo
so generally like so case cat
I disagree if fundamentals be who I fix it.
Okay,
but the fundamental issue with Ghana football across all levels is sikasem
because maybe a fundamental
igniting passion creating well for all
maybe a kebe fundamental na junior national teams no
say o crowd the national teams e won pu crowd e selected players free baby ni e dia
na no crowd ye ntimi nko baby abi
o dey say ye o dey on one we be ka say ye jeje FA no performance based on national team performances but the core adhere no leagues na ye bo no ye problem pa ye den opening
Division 1 ni
ye problem enya na no mo si Division 1 mo sponsorship no the whole season ye say 80,000 ana 80,000 no krempo
so mo tua 50,000 but the home said 30 na kan scandi maybe I want to make catch you anumunsu season na end ne de ayeka but the good news for fundamentals back boot na ba and they are boot 30 boot for Premier Division 1 women say ababe drew fixing fund football so ababe drew
that's a fundamental good
penny say also be running football club na say ultimate to boota you have no business coming in
I say a tongue team no
you have no business coming in the last time FA president nankasa site wa ko say oba you absorb officiating fees FA
Division 1
clubs ne so by absorb we and intimintia can you imagine that ye koya na ye buy
but you see it will interest you to know say in all of the it also as a 10 years akwesi nyantechi di no administration we sika bam chen nyantechi penso the free government will buy for national team
sika bam pa
papa FIFA forward 3.0
no
sika no
me there for house of conveying no me no me sorry but me disappointed not because of ABR no me hwe enema coach no didi drama ni kekai no my main paraphrase bi na me I say we will make every effort to adapt a more progressive developmental approach. We acknowledge what has been instituted over the years. I will try and understudy the vision of the board, which represent the direction of the club, and work to establish a clear path built on consistency and sustainability. He went on to say, it is our responsibility to maintain that consistency and continually improve structures, with particular focus on implementing comprehensive technical programs that will enhance both individual players and the team as a whole. In ending it, I say our goal is to establish a vertical integration of youth players into the senior team. Kanu, sign a 2 years as him.
Was that 2 years, you know?
To sign a coach 2 years. Any name a coach in articulate say, obey Amahas, no. I said there is a clear a paradigm shift from vision now. Board ninya designing coach any coach in the vision whatever.
No, the best say 2 years in the 2 years. Said na Kofi na one na can say initial 2 years there. I don't just 2 years no house for who say or year nyama yi wa sha say implement target of the man na
tie. Coach out the neighbor
2 years no so me jam na cause.
Coach out the neighbor for technical programs including building players capacity. Any structures are open say o may improve amount. 1 any 2 years as him. The moment Abeman 2 years, the coach will begin to do quick fix to get results. Imagine has baby season. If coaching decides to build the structures or can progression from junior team to senior team, which means I likely say obey oversight responsibility or so or say the players or can vertical progression say players ni bit rank from onkuranum ewuramu anomode basoro eti Kofi look at it this way say coach or a plan say you be progressive players every junior team e dey senior team e just obe design a scheme dia momo sa coach na enye 2 years asem ye man 2 years because the moment abeman 2 years no obe person the first year no be successful and to be successful obe quick fix onya kwa me development programs no any those approaches no fan to amount and adachi abeso aba obey ni year because has o judge him within the 2 years no senya ade a omba judge within 2 years and come na be a 5 ne say the first 2-3 seasons kwanon fire you didn't said the next 2 na twaso na befa but coach wo sign no am the responsibility of developing players no structures ya ma de coach na some work on me sure say na na Kofi kan na maintenance no by extension your man is attacks na go to mechanical press conference
ebia so na nkan no no na be so de jarama house for say
ana say opanyin
jaraben
ana say enyo no na ono ne de nso be draw the plan to why plan no say various junior teams o munyina wo mu technical team o
the structures
be am ye plan no me de amamo se munje na munuse
plan be ya coach
our
policy direction of the company.
I said no ye caf ball ne ball field and so ball
entini de ne ye has team ni senior team na wo mo ball mbe ball ene ye se wo me ye no mo ball no na has in competing using crew and no mo se won ye
say ye ka say you because the contract no e bia paper no be 10 pages so ye be man oversight responsibility.
Awana me say tell me disappointed ne say coach bi e be man sa tax ne bi enye 2 years
because
ya ma 2 years ya ma we be 5 years coach abeso me develop structures ma e me develop a youth system e be progressive players e dey up free one maba one man 2 years na 2 years no
2 no is any fixed.
Can 2 years near fixed contract and sign
no but say 2 no within 2 years now has bit markers what we boy juma ye pa
and no thing na so would say man juma by extension juma be span be beyond 2 years why do you give the coach 2 years me na or starting be yan mama no and ye coaches can me say to give him 2 years no nim say has ebe evaluating after 2 years no or be quick fix or be person obenya resource ebe mu agina so ata onim say sa coaches no
sa coaches we mu no bukulon coaches no one is our contract no man 21 ina kosa ne 5 ne do stay na penapamona
etina me say disappointed no
open up pamona be asem fufuro bi we kai we probably be o so eteki
kotoko ni sike
a queue from even on did drama ni kotoko bra say kotoko e man ko proceed on leave ni sa ni man amo pam na den because of contract issues ni ade so probably be a house where say o the man 2 no fansha adwuma na se okuma na man 1 2 ne de
Kanu enti man 2 years ne man target ba sa ne ma ya coach yi kika kire yi nyina no ye nya ni 2 years ana mpesa mkire enu ntimi ka say 2 years o start ya ne man 1 ya kana 3
sina na ade no ni hu be na ya ntimi va 2 years nye
die hu ne say
ebo ball say ye nyina ebo ball say
die hu ne say has na ye nim no and has team will to get a clear identity na ye nim has ball eduru be be fe no city 4 battalions you see you musa say has share you can has share say no it doesn't take 1 year to do that. It will not take 1 year. Has team no ball ma born this season no compared with teams to say you more born on boy nations more born on boy and go stars more born no to an extent be akotoko na media maybe no has will not take 1 year to overtake them. In taking 1 year coach you abaso akaso bon put you on hold on signings imbo tiafe no be identify potential signings abe sign o ma be team num abe drone scheme and onim so say see a bob first 10 matches we no onya decent results has he capable so on be pam no in spite of the omria man on betuma pam no ye mo 10 matches we has for no fancheme na kotoko ashim be 7 draw 3 na has we need 2 okay coach obetena o obi be catch us obi develop structures ha supporters be ko training grass akopam na free ho omunim ye say also be build structures ama hwan when kotoko take you off mediama take you off nations e ko last season yeah has to be the 4th from potential 14th for has survival last season for last 2 seasons to 4th position huge leap only so obekwa no the house supporters were divided over Watara there ebiso ontena ebiso onko then the next coach comes in coach awa na me catch am say me bompa me bobi amane pa especially Kotoko has games no imagine Kotoko be dominate has no mun say nya has nya results even outside Kotoko ne has no na Kotoko progress na has ewo that standard no the pressure be balance no be no obedwene say say build the structures are be promote players from Kurema company form perfect perfect and you think me say Didi Dramani there no on gamble here. This is not a gamble to sign Didi Dramani is not a gamble for us because one or the track record no.
Yeah.
It is when a coach
or a top coach player standards
and also Didi Dramani
by any standard
by any Ghanaian standards you're a top coach
any Ghanaian ko be our coach European League it tells you say
WWE India was say I alimony break coach
level
Ghana standards in your top coach.
Highly top.
And no me chim say. So when you're such a top coach, na bibi nyu Emma was saying and I say bibi ehunu na ma was saying 2 years ah. E just say there's still something not right. Has nyani with the kind of direction person mo kwe guess here bia Didi Dramani man 7 years. Hey, your man 5 years.
Now what to be that?
Coaches not judging club obedi say. Onyo try the first 5 years you know man 2 count.
I don't know almost train 4 years no more
development coaches
extend this how.
It is 5 years. O coach we are near about 2 years so. Ebi our plan we design here who say afi pa na eso aba. Ni e jawa ma ko but say coach be build team mind Kofi articulate yi preambles na has the 2 hands and omo announce coach no. So omo hwe season no mbo wie no. E de nema toto ho nsani ani hwe no omo hu say the most men can say important thing on be say on be before the technical team and on be ma a very good technical team on do we aba.
All right.
I have no doubt. Gazelle himself, I have no doubt. Coach Nankasa, I have no doubt. But you cannot put up this technical team. Now we say through this is also in 2 years. Anyway, 2 years.
What if didn't or can't say one so assign 2 years?
And that is the problem. And no cause also a problem for. Say how so develop structures for the next 10 years. Now coach now find say me 2 years you go for him. Ultimately yes say money in 2 years. That is what I'm talking about.
Anyway,
say all they has competing in the league I have no doubt. But to build a solid structure I be hunu any 2 years near there.
Kala, but let me use me or me quote you on the words anywhere. I'll say, please, it's a useless statement that Kotoro made about referees. Oh, how? How is that a useless statement? I mean, he's Kotoro Oka Eskuana, so I'm quite Eskuno. So
RFE.
Just a RFE for the so me you are moving every man cutting 2 as a 1.
Yeah.
On the Eskuno.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the president of the RFE.
And that's why regional minister.
It's a regional minister. So what they call the political balance. I want to say regional minister.
Na useless mbamcho ye debate ma says can the we or training.
You are going to emfasu ni so.
Enzemhunu wo de emfasu ni so.
Enzemhunu enwa ni that enzemhunu na emfasu ni so.
O ba wo de emfasu ni so. Ba say
no, enzemhunu.
O pensemhunu.
No, useless enzemhunu ni twi no.
Sa.
Anamboa.
Mfasu ni so.
Useless enzemhunu.
Say kasa ade bi useful and it say mfasu wo so. It is say useful and it say mfasu ni so. I agree with you say mfasu ni so abetimi aka say ehunu. I agree. But me dey pese me tikoto ai kala say o pese o say ni say mfasu ni so. E bi obetimi a kirem de nti o say mfasu ni so. But I say sometimes worse ni bi on ma ye ti a fa ni say ye didi atem. But so yeah so can say business will be kase enye useful. I don't think so say we fan say straight away say we do what we have to interrogate ourselves no and see say indeed if it is useful.
You see baby I wouldn't coffee me in coffee e be ya adwon say o current coaches no referees no and you person develop a plan at the young bemwa and say the new plan overshadow omo ye the active no on I say a progression but if current referees no NT now see in fact a credit enkoma the ya certain say enkwara ye de omufrase ye ba na omo omukura whistle the night of the whistle say no omo masetem to say in a league 1 wa woji tum say sikasem a problem na no ye na be ka say won nam but next season woji di say enema be fa pa because come out did no in terms of sponsorship enema be it in a league wa woji tum say clubs na ka say sikasem nkoyi na referees nso yentimi emmo musika omuhia so mbetimi e de aye officiating na so even ko otu kwan no ya de ne ka watu kwan be 8 matches ya de ne ka so in a league clubs ni ntiye na referees ntiye you think you get fair results
okay Martin
ensana lubina shano manabo ensa ben no
amuzu bitters
wose
amuzu
bitters twaso
right birthdays waha now the birthday of Miss Dorothy Na Ajele Donko
or English tutor ewo Wesley Girls Senior High School Iowa Cape Coast. From Mr. and Mrs. Tufo and Baby Z. Omunyina someone wish you a very special happy birthday. To Miss Dorothy, Nyamisha Bebre. Na ya enua Tufo Junior our Silver FM na woda. Enya nwumere kura nka minim. Ti Yama Tufo happy birthday.
Oh, Bishop.
Yeah.
Oh, nice gentleman. A true definition of a gentleman. Bishop, happy birthday.
Nyamisha Bebre.
Yeah, sure say the academy na no mo be ofi. Nyamisha
no. Was it gifty Amapoma Tufo awo Ebuakwa. Or a student of Kukuma Greek Senior High School, Mighty Cast, I don't know. And then I would have from Nemame Prisla, our Bantima DVLA. Also wish you a very special happy birthday, gift in Yamisha Bebre. And then there was a happy 60th birthday to my mom, Auntie Joa Echampoma, our Pankrono Estate. Nemum Sisi Padie, or a Sumura, a region. From Bismarck Jumfo. Oh, Bismarck Mamini, wow. Mammy home for papa. Mommy, any name our happy birthday, Nyamisha pa Bismarck Jumfo, no mammy no. A man for no young meka. Auntie, with your mom can be na, nothing back on me. Jaco, what time is Yana? Maza was best you. Will you find him 0505225578 na 0505224944. Aha, ye monitor tell ni enko enim. Hello? Yes sir. Yes sir, original yanko.
Na kotoko FM wina ebe famu coach kama ya kati support si ya jamii ni ndiye ni mezaya naba sababu bila.
Okay, hello.
Boss player.
Yes sir, chairman.
Benjinu specific.
All right, yanko.
La izi de inkali ya ulifa mungu timu fufu baba onti ni mwasa mbo kulada hey amasi ya kwa nka.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Yes sir.
Acha bidele nakasasa projection.
You too.
Committee administrative area ona. Ampacho ai kwa prison you know. Yes but ati bi se omo ko sarvika. No ko sadi.
Omekwa Africa.
Okay. Pa dem mo no so mo ba. Sese omo fa team emra no me team na fi ya set press for the commencement of the league, you know. Play of the you know for league ya. Afi me na pe fuasi me na kizuba what player na me regional misa so so why o ma ya dia pass on do mo nyam eta nyam obreta ko kuno chino eta na sefa na sai fe mo mai obviously has contractor commerce no one more account new degree no ya ban one for you for registration of a new place and one Netflix we can another is so you know mo chama ba mo you my almost be on promote you know first a young place you know to create you know this said that or tell them to as now so much to start pray bia do me you know me yeah I'm the about presentation you know cap na say research party measure so by
Mate, hello.
Hello Kanu.
Yes sir.
You just research.
Yeah, honorable, you too.
Yeah, Kanu na ni pacho na o say Kuturu ka or your press conference you know today.
On your press conference, what? On your press conference, or your interview no guarantee.
An interview no guarantee.
Yeah.
No today.
Or say Katie boy Jumapa.
Sa get wedma. Nemum no, yes, Romo. This year, so much is Ghana football no. So, see, wedmana, Yakupo, I am at the one, all couldn't more couldn't know. Send him general, they couldn't know. You go who a man from Marson, yes, so, Kate. Say, I feel dear. You crying, quite Egypt, or quite me, or quite no Kuno. Often didn't make Ghana football, then you say. Not Ghana football to me, and Cossy. Let me stand, you know, yes, say, Caroline is for no, I feel you know. On by say, sentence was so, your matches no. Yes, sir, Caroline is for no qua. Takia, any party was born, moment into. If I call you in the process of also I come to say, yeah, you will be there. Also, I won't buy you 2 cars a day. Into you say, football won't mean the Yabia. Who knew what can be a man tell him? Now, we in the Ghana League, then to Jar. Then she said to Jar, no, and Miam say, I didn't know. Let's give us so no, memory see what, to say, you know, nation see. Since you already need you. Our Ghana football no.
Kennedy.
Yamana Kwaba. Yamani, Yan Shed Day, and I think some say, on my age, my pa, our nation, nation similar, including Tokaye, and Levy. Kanu.
All right, Martin, that's it. Hello.
Hello, Kanu.
Yes, sir.
Hey, anybody Hey, you have to see a million. What the source is here, Kanu?
This is Launa.
Oh, Kanu, Nago, always in Ramabo. Then you also catch your careful, or then you may. Kanu, one of the advocates for Ketokaku's excellent performance of Ghanaian football. How's the Ukova? The Nicola Kakrano, Kanu is already outside the football. So, the Kanu comes after, but we are Ketokaku in the football. In your way, the Kappa, the don't read the super Kappa, when your face is over Kanda. When I have a Yakoswana, catch the football in me. Okobasake, the Komo will think Akra. As I said, the new Kana and Kautaya. What's the contract on Wayaki? As I walk around the overcap of the footballer. Start and see you are one day, or getting a Tongo, Kennedy. You see the same thing. When I ever saw another Pemukaya, say, or one Wakaya, say, Katoku, your football in safe hands, and I think you were back or yesterday. So, at the end, you didn't get a Kuturu was a kind of area. The other summer, as a church. Football is a revenge. It's a social fundamental. Fundamental has been a change to Caponia. Come, fundamental has been a change. Can't be fundamental problem. What member is them? Make me what as a one. Oh, promise you, getting one. That's the more. Come in, 21. I'm not going to go down to the Goma. Yeah, I'm not the fight. What can you get in the Goma? Can't be discovered and run over you.
All right. I mean, I do my neighbor to us, which now, do be say, Congo Spanner, Connecticut, it has a power for your input, ne, Chilem Commodina, in your noche. Yes, I'm not just through your child name. The Munina must say, pa, said the beer, you didn't come see a mufuru namu boy. I mean, come on, a Jacon, counselor. That is also Yakwaba.
And sana lubinasha no manabo. And some pain on